And I do believe we're back.
Hey.
Waiting to make sure it all shows up. Yep.
Stellar.
All right, I am getting off for now. Good luck on the next game. Has anyone heard from Fury?
Nope.
Not yet. We got Earl also has not.
Earl is also concerned.
So concerned.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
She's got 15 minutes.
True enough. All right.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, guys.
See ya.
I could have been opening the wrong one.
You want to put a message on the screen as well to let people know the next game's in 15 minutes or at whatever time?
Yeah, that would have been a good thing for me to prepare beforehand.
Yeah. That's fine. You know, we do these things. All right. Yeah, I should probably. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any sleep, but
Oh dear.
have fun.
Yes.
Have fun.
At the very least, I'm gonna go stretch my legs and maybe get some more food.
Sometimes.
Pet your cat for me.
Pet your really loud cat. Hi, cat. You're adorable, but loud. Oh, the
See you later.
voice. Holy shit. But yes, I'm excited for game.
Alright, there
Nice.
we go. I have
I
a
was
message
looking
on
for-
stream now.
Nice. I just looked through all the list of rules that everyone has, and Gazian, are you doing everything at once?
What?
You're doing everything.
What do you mean?
Your roles are combat specialist, backup
Oh,
driver, assistant
yeah.
medic.
I have a lot of all over the place skills.
Nice. Mine are mostly based around I can do medical stuff and I can survive in the woods.
I
And
mean,
also I
my
have
background was I'm a general training soldier, so I got a lot of here's a random 10 points in this and a random 10 points in that, and it was super cool.
Nice. Yeah, my background is I was a nurse practitioner who probably kept them repeatedly for their internal internship and random stuff like that. I don't know how actually nurse practitioners work, so I'm just making up shit. But they basically were stuck on the ER stuff. So that's why they have
Hey,
me.
that's fair.
I've
Yeah.
got a ambulance first aid guidebook sitting somewhere near me.
Alright, I need to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the hell my psychic abilities are because I have 2 of them and I don't know what to do.
Ooh, you're psychic?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
That's probably the reason why I only have 3 rules compared to everyone else who has 4.
Your role might also be psychic.
Yes, it's just not listed, probably due to the fact that I was supposed to keep the surprise, but I forgot. And
Yeah,
because
I was gonna say.
I'm a fool. Please erase that comment from your memories. I don't have the psychic ability to do that because the fact mine's based around luck.
Why would you tell us that then?
Because
Does seem a little silly.
Because I am tired.
That's fair, though.
It'll only get worse, don't worry.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
say that.
But I just woke up, so hopefully my head will
that's
clear up
true.
in one.
Just
Hold up, like-
shotgun a monster and you're good.
Don't do
shotgun
that.
a monster. I appreciate you,
not.
Cassie.
I'm being responsible with my monster because I know if I drink it too fast, I will make it feel like I have a heart attack because I did that once, and it was not a comfortable feeling.
Please don't.
I'm not going to do that. I'm probably at most going to be drinking 2 of them, maybe. Unless weird shenanigans happen, in which case, be concerned. Yes, actually, after all of this is done, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go immediately take a nap, and then wake back up again. Because I have another game that I was supposed to normally do on this day, but apparently all of these games managed to happen before that game. Speaking of which,
Interesting.
yeah, I was gonna say this is a really weird time for a game because it's starting in the middle of the night on Friday.
Yeah, well,
It's a very weird time. Like
when we do the
it's like midday.
when we do the 24-hour streams, we usually kind of cheat a little by counting wanderers.
So it starts in Friday afternoon, just
Yeah,
with a
Ah.
normal game.
yeah, it
I
starts
don't
with
think
our
that's
normal.
cheating.
It's
It's just-
not kindly, not really. No.
So my experience with the Cyberpunk game was that one is a complete outlier.
Yes, that
It's
one was scheduled
something.
differently, specifically to circumvent some holidays, so we can have the most people involved.
Which holidays are in
I
that time?
forget which holiday it was.
Was that like Labor Day or something? Wait, no, not
It
that.
was a Jewish holiday.
Oh,
I forget
okay.
which one.
I was gonna say if it was like Labor Day, then that wouldn't have been a problem. Obviously, I'd have forgot.
No, that Labor Day was not Labor Day.
That
Today, Labor Day
Labor
is Labor
Day
Day.
was not Labor Day.
God damn it, Hunter
Fantastic.
Runner.
Have you never seen the Today Day is Labor Day thing?
No.
God, I
Oh
love that.
gosh, I forgot. I forget that you're so young, Gazian.
I haven't.
It's not that I'm young, it's just that I don't memes.
It's fucking Homestar Runner. Like,
I haven't actually
Yeah,
watched
what the fuck
Homestar
is
Runner.
Homestar Runner?
because you're a baby.
I forgot.
Because I have taste? I'm
Doubt.
sorry.
You're playing a game with me, Gazian. No, you don't.
Ooh. Self-burn. Those are rare.
I
It's a
sacrifice.
combined burn.
I sacrifice myself for the cause. Yes, this is a fusion burn.
I have my sketchbook out because it feels kind of weird just randomly doodle and my brain is no work.
Relatable.
I'm opening Krita up just in case I wanted to doodle random shit. Krita takes forever to load. Holy hell!
That's fair.
Oh, jeez, the fact that yesterday I drew some angsty art because my hands were just like, yes, we shall draw angst. Can I draw a different skill? Sadness. He's not registering a mouse.
I'm drawing all of us in cryotubes.
Heck yeah.
How
I've
many of
always
us
wanted
have?
to be in a cryotube.
And whatever the hell I just drew.
It's the ominous face of the sun.
What is this, Flapjack?
I've never seen that show.
Flapjack is weird. It was supposed to be like Courage the Cowardly Dog, but like less likely to cause children nightmares, or at least not a horror thing, just weird.
Man, I wish I could draw these even remotely consistently.
I'm using a mouse. Don't expect me to draw consistently. I could draw nice otherwise, but like mouse, no.
I'm also using a mouse, and I am not a drawer.
You guys are weird. I'm using a computer.
Yeah. All right. See, I actually
Just
play
put
all
it
of my
out there.
games on a dead beaver. I installed Linux on.
Little weird, but okay.
Shit, or was it dead badger? Fuck.
I was concerned because you said dead badger, and you're just like, wait, there's also an animal. It's not just your character who you, for some bizarre reason, on a weird impulse, decided to name badger because you couldn't think of a good name.
That does sound like me. But no, I was gonna say, have neither of you seen the old guide to installing Linux on a dead badger? But of course you haven't. You're young.
I'll have you know I'm exactly as old as I need to be.
I would like to mention I had the sudden epiphany while at work that I could potentially actually read the entire Homestuck story between calls because, good lord, where's boring? Oh dear, where's Fury? Fury.
You could, but that implies that you're going to read Homestuck.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yes, I probably will because I am extremely bored.
To be fair, I'm told that you don't even need
That's
to read the
fair.
words. You can just look at the pictures.
I want to read
The words
because
become important eventually.
yes, Well, they also are funny to me. The words are funny.
The words are there are funny moments. I will give it that.
I don't know shit about.
I
No.
was extremely amused while reading it, but I was also reading it as a child. But also, I'm extremely amused by everything. It's probably my humor probably hasn't changed much from middle school.
I was extremely amused by parts of it, and I will give it that.
Something about the phrase I read Homestuck as a child just really fucks me up. Reminds me
Because it was only a
how
few years ago.
ancient I am. It's like I think
There's a
Homestuck.
friendly writer. I'm 20.
Oh god,
Jesus Christ.
you can't even drink in the U.S.
Nope.
Not legally.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm squandering my life away sitting in a call center being absolutely not really miserable, just really bored at this point. It's
Yeah,
not like my
legit.
previous job where I could not stand being on the phone at all. Now I'm just like, I'm convincing people to buy things. I'm getting commission. It's not really hard to convince people to buy things because you really do need insurance for your pipes. You're just like, should we get this? Yes. You live in the cold
Probably.
north. You should get insurance for your pipes.
Do you like having water in the winter?
It really fucks me up to know that there's a theoretical possibility of you cold calling me.
Nope, I don't cold call people. People
Oh,
call
thank
me.
fuck.
Yes.
I mean,
no,
no
I
offense.
could
I
not.
don't. That's not the way I
No.
meant for that to sound, but
No worries, I can understand. We just send letters to people who are actually homeowners, and because we're part of like America, actually a part subsidiary of American Water, we actually have like a list of like here's actual homeowners.
yeah.
That seems useful.
Yeah.
I got a call from the provincial Conservative Party looking for fundraising shit, but they only let it ring once, so I didn't get to, tell them where they could shove it in the fridge.
Yeah, always loved whenever they were just like when I like before the midterm, I kept on getting calls from political people saying, "Hey, do you want to get us to give you? Do you want to give us your opinion on these people? No, can I do that through voting? Fuck off."
Yeah, I never root telemarketers. I am still a Canadian. Like, I will be as polite as possible, even if I have to explain simple concepts over and over. Like, a good deal on a thing I don't want isn't a good deal. It's a thing I don't want. But
Yeah, I'm not a telemarketer. Thank fuck
yeah.
for that.
People soliciting fucking donations for political parties, on the other hand, you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're volunteering. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they're from the Conservative Party. Fuck those guys.
I don't. From what I've been informed by my father, apparently every single time they
I have to be right back.
Okay.
have fun.
30 seconds.
Why is it every single time somebody's just like, I gotta go do something? I'm just like, have fun, even if it's the least fun thing on the planet. You're
Well,
just like, I gotta go.
that's all the more reason to wish them to have fun, then.
Yeah.
When I was younger and more focused on being quirky, I would always say don't drown regardless. So,
I'm already weird. I've been weird since forever. I place the blame solely on my mother and my father because they're both fucking weirdos.
It's fair.
Thankfully, I'm not as interesting as my mother is.
I mentioned the American drinking age earlier. I went down to the States when I was 21, like 6 months after my birthday. And we went to
Fury is on the way.
Cool. And we went to a pretty decent bar in Atlanta. I cannot remember the name offhand. It called itself a gastropub, though, so it's a real good joint.
Gastropubs are legit.
Yeah. If you're from Atlanta, it's the one with the giant red statue of a beaver that doesn't actually look much like a beaver. And it's also a giant red statue of a moose. Yeah, like it's what somebody who has never seen a beaver thinks a beaver looks like. Anyway,
Interesting.
it's freaky and frivolous.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Fury.
Hey, a Fury.
Sorry, there was a minor insect infestation in my room.
Oh,
Legit.
Jesus.
I hate potato bugs with all of my hate and anger and fear and fury and hate.
Fury has fury?
There's a reason I chose that name, yeah.
That was because of not the furries, the furies.
I chose my name because spears are cool.
I chose my name because Ace Combat is cool.
Literally couldn't tell you where the hell gas comes from. Sorry.
It sounds like a soda. I don't know why.
I never chose a background for this. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Fine.
Okay,
We just have the drawing.
I am here. I am ready. We can do this thing.
Okay.
Well, where's Pie?
Actually, yeah. Pi, are you back?
No.
Well, in that case,
Can you
in that-
contact the pot?
in that case, give me 90 seconds to grab my physical dice so that I can GM roll dramatically.
Yeah. I'll contact the Pi.
You know /GM roll is a thing, right, Fury? No, she's gone.
Anyway, the long story short is the waiter gave me an extensive fucking breakdown of what each kind of beer tasted like, and I was like, I know, the legal drinking age in Alberta is 18.
Nice.
I let him get through the whole speech because I didn't.
Why?
I felt it would be rude to interrupt him. He was so earnest about it. He was trying to be so helpful, and then I ordered beer that I ended up hating anyway. So you know.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to a Smite convention, and one of the beers had Sobek in the name, and I'm like, well, I guess it has to be that.
Wow, you are such a nerd.
Also, Fury, do you appreciate the weird trying that me Garb worked hard on?
I think she's still getting the dice. Her mic just
Oh, dear.
keys on all the time for some. We don't know why.
Return of
well,
the Fury. I'm here.
Welcome
I
back,
know that
comrade.
/GM roll is a thing, right, Fury?
Yeah, but I like the dramatic rolling of the dice for the audience.
nice.
That's fair.
Also, Fury, do you like the little drawing under next game soon that me and Garm worked together on?
I do. I'm very proud of you guys.
I tried to draw everybody in cryo chambers,
I drew the demonic face.
which represents our DM. I can only assume.
I don't know. I just randomly drew something.
Absolutely no, that does work for the theme of this game.
Are you friend computer? Is that what
Hello?
you're telling me?
Well, apparently
Absolutely
my
not.
volume is low.
Fury, you're like 30 feet away underwater.
I'm
Yes.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, Sorry, but apparently I've been informed, according to Midgardia, that my volume is low, which is
No,
a
you're
first.
fine.
I mean,
Oh, general volumes. No, she's talking to me. Because I can tweak volumes on my side. Because Discord is demons. Yeah.
Demons.
I'll turn everybody up a little bit.
God, I absolutely love. I loved watching the BuzzFeed Unsolved. It was so fucking hilarious.
I don't know shit about BuzzFeed, and I generally assume my life is better for it.
Well, BuzzFeed Unsolved is actually kind of entertaining, just because it's like one person who's like, "Oh, ghosts are real," and the other person's just like, "No, they're not." And so they go around in haunted places, and I love listening to the guy who's just like, "Ghosts aren't real." It's just general funniness. I don't know why I started watching it. I have weird.
Yes, can you say something?
testing, 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Is Pi up?
Will we have some delicious pie?
Messaged her 2 minutes ago and haven't heard back yet.
Pie. I'm gonna start making pie puns until she arrives.
That's fair.
Are we live yet?
Oh
Or
yes, we are. We're
Oh yeah, we've been
Oh,
live.
okay, in that case, I should start talking and saying something while I have the crowd.
Probably.
So, I guess really there are two things I want to say. One is going to be the intro to the system and the game, which we can deal with when we have all of our players. The other one is a little bit more heavy, which is I wanted to acknowledge the events that happened in Portland last week. What was it? Pittsburgh last week. Blech, I couldn't speak English. I swear to God. I wanted to acknowledge the events of Pittsburgh last week, where 11 a white supremacist marched into a synagogue and murdered 11 people during a baby naming ceremony. So I just want to say a couple things. First and foremost, that the memories of all those who were at the synagogue in Pittsburgh will be a blessing to all of us. And I have a list of Jewish-specific mental health resources for anyone in our chat who may be interested. But also, I want to encourage everyone who was listening to look into if there is a show up for Shabbat nearby you, where many Jewish synagogues are encouraging people, Jewish and non-Jewish alike, to go to synagogues to show up and be there and support the Jewish community and be there, well, either 3 hours ago, I guess, or tomorrow morning. So if anyone is able to do that, then I strongly encourage you to look into it. That was most of what I had to say there. I just wanted to get that acknowledgement there as Midgardia's current Jewish GM. So, yeah. We still haven't heard from Pi, have we?
No.
Nope. I think she may have fallen asleep.
God dang it. Come on,
Well,
Didn't she want to be in an additional game as well?
Yes.
She
Yeah,
needs to take better care of herself.
Yeah, she was gonna be in the Snakes and Saloons.
She has some snakes and saloons.
We should probably call her. Maybe see if calling her helps.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, if she doesn't respond here, then we're down demolitions expert.
I'm sure that won't become important.
Something that will in no way whatsoever affect the outcome of this game. So
Really?
for those of you listening, we're going to talk about the system that we're playing, which is called the Morrow Project. The core of the Morrow Project is by Timeline Ltd. The core of the Morrow Project is that a very, very rich man named Bruce Morrow has figured out that the world is going to end in 2017. And also that there's nothing he can do to prevent it. So he develops a project, the titular Morrow Project, in order to recover, in order to help the US recover, and then afterwards the world. The players are all members of this project who have been cryogenically frozen to wait out the 5 years until after the apocalypse ends, at which point they are immediately help rebuilding. Yeah, that's about where things go as far as the base system. It's a very crunchy, detailed, granular system. However,
The
I've gotten
extent of which we will begin to get into.
Well, I was going to say I am using simplifications to the rules, so a big shout out to the podcast Tomorrow's End, and especially to the GM Tim who helped me come up with those rules, and who runs a much simplified game that makes the game a lot more user friendly, both to newcomers and to diehards. We're going to be using this sort of much more streamlined Morrow rule set. And if we haven't heard from Pi, then we can move forward.
I have, yes. There are some cat-related issues happening over at her place.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. The cat is doing dumb and dangerous things. So I told her to just take her time. because
That's fair.
Cat.
Okay, that's fair.
He's important and stupid and important, but really
Um,
stupid.
He's certainly one of those things.
Also loud.
He is really loud. It's true.
He's been having a rough couple of weeks.
Mm.
Oof.
So I don't know if you want to launch into it and bring Pi up to speed when she gets back, or...
That's kind of where I'm leaning. Give me just one moment.
I'm real happy with the art we did.
Some good art.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I'd like everyone to describe your characters.
Can I go first?
Please.
Because I have this written.
Go for it.
Okay.
And introduce yourselves also.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm
So-
Gaz. I just co-opted Fury. She doesn't get to explain anything anymore. She's told us about the system. She's done. Goodbye. Good night.
All right, Gaz, you're project director now.
Oopsies.
Cool. Everyone, roll for nuclear apocalypse.
Okay, but continue.
Okay. My character is Avion Waters. She laid down her life to join the army, gave up her past to work for SFOD Delta, which is like Black Ops, basically. I don't know. I don't military stuff. I'm basically
it's
leading
Delta
on Garmin
Force.
Fury.
It's Delta
Oh,
Force.
okay. That makes more sense.
Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta.
That's a pile of gibberish that I don't understand.
Those are words. All right. Anyways, then she gives up her career in the army because she gets a very lucrative contact with a probably legal private military company. And then she starts having morals. And when she starts having morals, she gets an unmarked offer that inducts her later into the Morrow company. And she gives up her past for a third time to go through their training. Now she's a quiet, forgettable looking soldier with a penchant for strong alcohol that she deals with an ironclad will instead of any sort of moderation, and a die-hard loyalty to her team.
Nice.
Garm, you next.
Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Garmbreak1. Wow, my brain is dead. I'm Garmbreak1 is the important part here, and tonight I will be playing James Redford Tipton. I am a former demolition derby driver / nearly Olympic quality shooter. I was almost on Canada's national Olympic shooting team, which is a real thing. Like, target shooting is a
I'm
hell of a
just going to
sport.
put out here that you're talking in first person. I totally forgot we weren't talking about you.
I am Gaz. I don't even have my driver's license
You don't need one. That's why it's a demolition derby.
or my firearms acquisition license. I mean, it's only $150, but
Ooh, Christ.
yeah, and
I mean, it's a good way to make people not just randomly get one.
Oh no, it's like that's not a lot, and I can go buy any shotgun or almost any rifle. Because Canada's fucking awesome. I can also buy a fucking Scorpion. I guess some anyway.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant like buy the bug, and I was really confused.
I can do that too. Those also don't require licenses. Definitely not firearms licenses at the very least.
The most, you're gonna kill yourself.
Anyway, before I start talking about
hell did I
Scorpion
just walk
facts,
in?
hey bye. We're doing introductions, and I'm making an absolute hash of mine, which is also legal.
I made a terrible pun.
Not as bad as the one I just made. Trust me. Anyway,
So let's continue.
sorry, Fury. I'm trying.
I know, and I love you.
Sorry. I will be playing James Redford Tipton, who is a former demolition derby driver now / nearly Olympic level shooter. Not quite good enough to ever actually make the team, but boy was I close. In my I am effectively the team leader by virtue of having a bunch of kind of oddball skills, but not really being the best at any of them.
You have the skill of talking to people, which is the most important for being a leader.
Yeah, and
You have some time in front of the camera, which gives you an experience like talking to people.
yeah, this is my escapist fantasy, being able to talk well.
That's the
You all know
escapist
why
part.
it's escapist.
Yup. In my box of I don't really have a physical description. I didn't think about that. I'm
That's
a
fine.
dude. Yeah.
Sorry, real quick, I have to interrupt you to say that I got really quick go to the bathroom. It's kind of an emergency.
All right.
Go.
Okay. Well then let's move on to Pi/Jack.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I got books in my box. That's it.
Pi.
Hey, I'm Pi. I'm going to be playing.
I can't hear you.
We can.
I can.
Fury, did you mute Pi?
Nope, my headphone just decided to crap out.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyway, please keep talking, Pi. Start from the top because I couldn't hear anything.
It's okay. I basically stopped after I figured out you couldn't hear anything. Hi, I'm Pi. Sorry I'm late. My cat decided now would be a great time to try and pull his stitches out. He just got a neuter like
Ooh.
2 days ago. Anyway, I will be playing Jack
Okay,
Schmidt,
back.
also known as Damned, because I'll be damned. Yes, literally. Looking at him, you notice there's quite a number of small, probably burn scars, little cuts all on his hands and arms. Other than that, pretty average. His hair is actually long enough to be pulled back and out of his eyes, and more importantly, not set on fire. I'm sorry, Garm, what was your character's name?
James Redford Tipton.
Yeah, you and Hops don't actually have names on the bottom, which is why
I was just fixing that right now.
Yeah, give me a second.
So if James has all of these talents but isn't quite the best at them, but almost, then I'm slightly lower in the more talents and not great at any of them. Except for if it has to do with, like, blowing things up.
Yeah.
Because, that's fun.
We have a bomb maker in our party.
Yay.
I like to call them excited boxes.
Excite boxes? That's great phrasing!
This is terrible. How did I make it through basic with these people?
I should also point out that while James's box was full of books, mine is full of aluminum foil, magnesium starters, some wire.
I want you to know that Avian, when you said that, my girlfriend who was sitting next to me started giggling like no one's business.
Oh dear. But
Excellent.
nice. Should I do my introduction now?
Go for it.
All right. I am the reason that we all got through basic training. I am Sam O'Malley, and I am basically the medic and navigator. That's the reason we actually survived, is because you have a medic and a navigator on your team. Good job. Who's actually basically my background was that I was actually a nurse was actually just going to start as a nurse practitioner. Apparently, something about me, either the fact that I was constantly shoved onto the ER. Was shoved into the ER or urgent care, whatever the heck that is. I can't remember. Apparently, there's a difference between ER and urgent care, and I don't know. I was basically just shoved onto that constantly, so I guess I had a cool head around my shoulders. I don't know. But anywho, also, Sam is also the navigator because apparently I have decided they like to hike as fun. They probably were part of like one of the scouts as a child.
Yeah,
I'm just imagining like the sergeant or something in Morrow's basic training like sends everyone else out on a hike for discipline, and everyone gets back, and then Sam's like, "Cool, I'm going out stargazing. Come on, guys, let's go for a hike."
That
Yeah,
sounds
Sa-
familiar.
Sam's description is they have red hair, very tanned skin, a lot of freckles, and brown eyes, basically.
Okay. I'm also gonna point Sam as also sort of your team scout recon person. So with that,
I have a physical description now.
oh, hit it.
James Tipton has like jet black straight hair and fairly typical features for somebody of Métis descent. So
Of what descent?
Métis, half First Nations, half English, or
Gotcha.
half French settlers specifically.
Gotcha. Okay. So with that, the last thing you all remember is you were being led by one into the cryogenic pods that would carry you the 5 years carry you 5 years after the apocalypse, for you about a 10-year wait. You've done a 1-day freeze before, kind of sucked, but you made it through. And the last thing all of you remember is a technician putting a mask over your face and saying, "All right, see you in 10 years. You got this. Now just breathe in deep." And then you settled into a dark and dreamless sleep. So everyone roll a constitution check.
Oh, geez.
I saw this in the rule book and I knew it was coming, and I
Yeah,
still
same.
hate it.
Okay, how do I just click the dice under con?
Yep. No
Okay.
modifiers.
Hey!
Hey!
I got fucked.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, at least Sam made it.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Jimmy's ghost would like you all to know it was nice knowing you.
Nah, you're not gonna be dead.
Yeah, if I got 99, maybe.
No, this is actually the
Well-
one roll you can't die on.
Oh.
So, well, sort of. So
What?
here's the skinny. So Jack, you actually feel kind of great. You're awash in artificial endorphins. You feel like you just had a good night's sleep and you're ready to wake up. Which is why you feel a little confused. Because right now you're feeling on your, how to put this, rather than the standing position that you were frozen in, you are lying down on something hard and cold. And as your eyes open up, you find yourself face to face with a person about 6'5", built like a truck, and wearing a metal mask and a leather armor. The metal mask is obscuring his face, but it has a skull painted on it. And he is grasping you by the throat. And he says, "Morrow Project. Tell me where Alpha Station is."
What?
Fury, is this something in character I should know?
You don't know what the hell he's talking about. You've heard of Prime Base, but Alpha Station is doesn't sound like a Morrow thing.
That's not one of the ones that was named.
I'm
sorry.
So
Well, we have the amazing ability of military training, so I guess we could just hit him upside the head and be like, "No, stop being stupid."
Okay. So, how do you respond to this? What do you do? What do you say?
I make gurgly noises and try and kick him in the balls.
He's not like clutching your throat. He's like sort of holding you up by the collar of your uniform.
Sorry.
If you're gonna try and kick him, I'm gonna need you to roll brawl for me. Roll at -10 since you're being restrained.
Right. Wrong screen. -10.
Dang. Give me a second.
Dang.
That's a solid roll.
Yeah, that's a solid fucking roll. So, give me 1 second.
This was the one that's Price is Right dice, right? Like you want to get as close as you can without going over.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Okay.
Or you want to get as low as you can.
No, you want to get as
So,
high as you can
Without
without
going
going
Goon-
over your percentage.
Yeah.
the goon rolled 4 successes. So you kick and you land a pretty solid one, but the goon just slams you back into the concrete. As your head hits the floor, you look over to your side and you see Sam O'Malley lying right next to you. So Sam, the camera's gonna sort of pan over to you. You wake up feeling like you have just had the worst hangover of your entire fucking life. Your entire life. You are groggy and sick. And as you roll over, you see, you hear this thump of your friend being slammed into the concrete of your bolt hole. And you see this big burly man doing it. And you're also being restrained by another man, a little bit shorter, but just as muscle bound, with a knife in his boot.
When we wake up with burly men, that's normally not how these dreams go.
You right. Shit. You right.
So the other one who's restraining you gives you a slightly less than gentle kick in the gut to wake you up. Just it's like, hey, this one's awake. And he starts standing over you, pulls the knife from his boot, says, "What about you? Where's the Alpha Station?"
What the hell is the Alpha Station?
And the one guard, who kicked Jack, looks over and says, "These ones know nothing. We should just kill him and move on with it. Burn this place to the ground." Which takes us to Avian. Avian and James, I should say. Both of you are still in your pods. Avian, you also feel sick to your stomach. You've probably had worse, all things considered.
There was that time I ate a rattlesnake in Brazil.
There's a reason they call you guys snake eaters. One of them, anyway. So, anyway, you are in your pod, and you again wake up hazy and feeling miserable. But you have a better picture of what's going on because your face isn't being held into the dirt. And as you blink the sleep from your eyes, you can tell that a couple of things are wrong. First and foremost, you're awake, but your pod's not open. That's not a good sign for really any reason. 2, there's light on the inside of the bolt hole, which is bad because it means the seal's been broken. 3, there's 2 people holding down your teammates against the floor of the bolt hole, which is generally considered to be a bad thing. What do you do?
Well, I'm supposing that Morrow, in his ineffable foresight, didn't build a emergency release onto the inside of the cryopods, did he?
They actually did.
Well, I think that is my first step.
There is a manual release. You can unlock it and you can force it open with your strength. Yeah. So you are able to start sliding the thing open. Are you trying to go for broke, or are you trying to make it quiet?
I think I'm trying to make it quiet.
Okay.
They're not paying attention to me, so let's not aggravate that.
Okay. Roll. Okay.
Stealth.
Roll stealth twice and count the total number of successes. I need at least 2.
I got
Okay.
2.
You got 2 successes. You're good. This is part of Morrow Simple. So you're able to slide open this thing without too much noise and get a clear picture of the situation.
I like how the squeaking is stealthy.
Well, I mean, like, you're able to prevent it from getting, like, too loud. It's mostly echoing on the inside of your metal pod.
And I'm pretty sure the other
Those
guy's
notoriously
infected
have
with-
great acoustics.
So from here, you're able to get a pretty clear picture of the scene. There are these 2 muscle-bound... God damn it, Garm. There are these 2 metal-bound tanks of people. There's 2 muscle-bound tanks of people holding down your buddies. One of them's got a knife in his boot, and the other one's got an axe on his belt. And just a mean-looking hand axe-looking thing. And you see...
Are we talking like handmade axe, or like tomahawk, or like this is
handmade tomahawk size? This is definitely made for cutting throats.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you meant like fire axe or like throw an axe kind of thing.
I meant like throw an axe.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
Okay. And you also see 2 flintlock pistols on the ground, sort of behind them.
Huh.
There's light pouring in from the bolt hole gate, which has been a combination of breached with explosives and then forced open.
Yeah, that's not great. All of our actual like meant to be here gear is disassembled, right? I can't just roll out of the cryopod with all my stuff.
You have a duffel bag sort of next to your cryopod, which is going to have some of your personal gear, including your knife and your project ID.
Yeah, but
So
not
yeah,
my gun.
Not your gun. But again,
Well, there are
there's
the shitty flintlock pistols.
Yeah, I was debating if I should go for those or if I could actually, grab my M16.
your M16 is currently basically soaking in preservative oil.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, I think I'm going to try to grab that flintlock pistol then.
How are you trying to do it?
Still sneaky.
Okay, roll me another 2 checks. I need 3 successes.
Okay, here we go. Stealth 1. Ouch. Stealth 2. Oh,
Ooh.
No.
Okay. So no successes. You move forward and you're able to get close. And actually, one second, let me roll a quick awareness test.
See if they're less aware than I am, less stealthy.
Okay, they got 1 failure, which doesn't beat 6. So on that, you are sort of moving, and you get pretty close to the things. And then the one with the hand axe, who is holding down Sam, turns around.
I thought it was the one with the knife.
Sorry.
You did say the one with the knife was on
Sorry,
Sam.
holding down Jack. My bad. I got the.
Okay, Gotcha.
Anyway, pulling on Jack, turns around. Hey, this one's awake. And now it is time for James. Hey, James, how you doing in there? Not too great?
Hopefully
Didn't
not.
think so. James, you... I'm trying to think of how to describe how you're feeling right now.
Complete garbage.
You feel like you just got shot. You are in pain, and you're basically being kicked into waking up by the emergency system in your pod. You have not felt this before. You have probably been in several car crashes, given your previous job. I don't know if you've been shot before, but this is basically what you imagine it feels like.
Probably got shot with like rubber bullets during training or something.
You probably got beat up during training. I don't know if they shot you.
I mean, we supposedly had fire exercises, so my guess is that they had some way to simulate bullets.
Yeah, probably paintballs though.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I mean, maybe even shrapnel if car crash.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Either way,
it's entirely possible I suffered some horrific injuries. Also, I enjoyed the description of several car crashes, which would describe maybe one night of my work.
That's fair. That's
also,
fair.
my other thing was near Olympic shooter, and it is entirely possible that something very bad happened. Maybe I went hunting with the vice president or something.
Oh my god!
Is that a reference to something that I completely missed?
Yeah.
Oh, I found the young one.
Oh yeah, Vice President Dick Cheney shot a dude he was hunting with in the fucking face.
Whoa!
Oops, my bad.
how?
And then the dude went on TV and apologized for the embarrassment this caused Dick Cheney.
What?
That's the part that always gets me. He got shot and then
Why?
apologized for being
I wouldn't fucking apologize for getting shot in the fucking face.
And
What
you would
the
think this
fuck?
was like Canada.
No, I know this is America. I remember vaguely something when I was a child about Dick Cheney shooting something vaguely about that when I was a child. Never knew the origins because I didn't care about Dick Cheney because I was a fucking child.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Moving on.
One last fun Dick Cheney fact before we actually get back to the game. He doesn't have a pulse anymore. Fury, go ahead.
All right. All right.
He's dead, right?
No. I'll explain later.
What?
With that, James, what do? You feel sick. You're not doing well, and I'm gonna level with you. You're gonna need medical care in the next 30 minutes.
Well, that's bad news for me.
We're gonna have to somehow make it so that the medic cannot be no longer pinned by the asshole.
What do you do?
How many colors can I see that I don't recognize?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that one.
Like, how incapacitated am I? Because, like, getting shot theoretically sounds like that sums it up, but I know stuff about getting shot. I know that doesn't actually. You can get shot and keep going.
Yeah, no, you're at about there. You can keep going. You're just you're gonna have to be clever about how you approach things because you're hurt.
Okay. You said it takes a considerable amount of physical force to open these doors?
Not considerable. It takes effort.
Okay.
You could do it. It's not going to be quiet.
So, as somebody who has experienced an undue amount of physical pain over the course of my life, I have a pretty good idea of how James feels right now. And I know when I'm in a lot of pain, everything gets kind of fuzzy, and I just focus step by step, action by action, with little heed for other consequences, which usually results in more pain. So I have probably barely even noticed any of the other shit going on. All I know is that I'm in pain and probably need a medic. So I am just going to pull the fucking door open as hard as I can, and given that I'm probably jacked the fuck up on adrenaline, that's pretty hard.
Okay. You fling the door open, and the other guard, on impulse, turns around. So, y'all have an option at this point. Y'all can be crafty, tell me what you're doing right now, or we can start going into initiative.
I'm grabbing the flintlock pistol and shooting the guy with the axe.
Okay.
I'm going to try and grab for the knife in the guy's boot.
Okay, we're rolling initiative, guys.
Okay. I would like to note
I
one
couldn't
thing.
think of any other crafty thing I could do.
I would like to note one thing about my appearance.
Yeah.
I assume that I've burst several blood vessels in each eye. So, like,
Absolutely.
as far as these guys
Absolutely.
are concerned, I probably look like the fucking Walking Dead coming out of this pod. Like,
Fair
Sam is
enough.
concerned.
the
Okay, so
yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
even
give you guys 1 moment of bullet time, Sam and Avian specifically, because y'all have something that you're doing right now.
I'm gonna punch a motherfucker in the head.
Okay.
Fuck, I was muted.
Oh,
No.
there we go. I was wondering, Jack, what
Yeah.
you doing?
I was gonna bite him.
Yes.
Okay.
Chomp!
I love it. I love it. So I'm going to give Avian and Sam their moment of bullet time. Sam, how are you grabbing for that knife?
I'm
With her
not
hands.
with my hand.
Well, right. I mean, like, are you like jumping for it? Are you wrestling for it? Like, what's the?
I thought he
what's
still had a grip on me, so I'm just gonna be like,
Well, he just turned around. Like he just like you have a split second here where his grip is loosened because he's distracted.
I'm gonna just try. I don't know how exactly I get out of the grip. I'm sorry.
More. I'm saying like your grip is loose. His grip is loosened. So like if you wanted to fight it, like now's your chance.
I'm gonna fight his grip and try and grab his knife.
Okay. 1 second. So Sam, you've always been a little on the lucky side. So do your thing. And then I'm gonna want you to roll brawl for me.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to.
If you want, I can help you out with this.
I just pressed the dice thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So roll brawl at plus 15.
How do I do that?
You see the dice minus question mark?
Yes.
Type 15 into that.
I hate you, dice. I hate you with the burning passion of a burning sun.
Wait,
Okay.
wonk.
Okay, and so you lunge for it. Like I said though, you don't get the knife, but you always were lucky. And this guy loses his balance. And one second, I actually need to roll his athletics. God, oh God, and he crit on that one. So
Crit good or crit bad?
he falls flat on his fucking face.
Yes!
So with that, Avian, I am going to have you roll. God, what the fuck do I have you roll for this? Okay, you're diving for the flintlock.
Yeah.
Roll I want 3 rolls for acrobatics and 2 successes.
Hey, that's 4.
Okay. And then I want you. You're just pulling it out and pulling the trigger on him.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
pistol.
Yep. So you're gonna for the snapshot. You're rolling at for the snapshot point blank. You're rolling at 0. So roll pistols.
Fury, you turned into a robot.
Oh, sorry.
I think that was on your end,
Yeah,
Hop.
it's
She
on yours.
sounded fine.
Oh, my internet must be shit again.
Yeesh,
Okay.
that's not great. Okay, pistols at 0, or firearms personal at 0, I guess.
Firearms, sidearms, firearms, pistols. Yeah. Okay.
Bang?
Bang. So you have 3 successes, which you can allocate either into boosting the energy transfer factor, the damage, or into accuracy. You can divide those up however you want. If you send it into accuracy, then for every success you push into accuracy, you can move the hit location by 1 position. For every success into damage, you increase the E factor by 1 and to have a better chance of punching through armor. I'm also going to give.
Sorry.
I'm also going to let you know now that you know a bit about how these things work, and a flintlock pistol ball is going to act on the human body about the same way as a hollow point bullet.
And
Oh,
for out of
God.
character,
I don't know
because
anything
I don't know that, that's going to be really bad, right?
Hollow points
like,
mushroom
really
on
bad for him?
contact
It is
and rip through skin.
It's going to have a harder time punching through armor and a really easy time ruining flesh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that doesn't change me. I'm going to go for 2 into energy and 1 into hit.
Okay. Roll your hit location.
It's just a D1. We don't have a fancy way to do that, right?
Yes, you do. Combat. Hit
Oh.
location roll standard.
Hey. Let me find where that is. Hit location. Okay. I found the
Bring back
table,
gas.
but not where to actually roll it.
It's in
Right,
it, found
and
it,
all
found
the
it.
way down.
You found it?
Thank you. Right hand.
Okay, so you can move it up to right forearm or right wrist. So you can move it up to right wrist if you want.
Can I move it down to left shoulder?
No, you cannot. Wait.
Oh,
No, you cannot. It has to be an
damn.
adjacent part of the body.
It's adjacent on the table. I didn't know if it counted. Yeah, let's go up to the right wrist. Sure. Let's shoot him in the wrist.
Okay.
That sounds painful.
I'm not even rolling
Yeah,
for that.
I'm going for maximum pain here.
Yeah, I'm not even rolling for that. E factor 7. The wrist is going to have 2 structure points. You blow off his hand.
Ooh,
Ooh.
gory.
Um,
and all of us are about to have a real bad time in the ear department.
No, it's a pretty big bunker and the door's open. So yeah, your ears are ringing, but other than that, yeah. So yeah,
we're not deafened.
Thankfully, that means I don't have to get any of you for that. I just have to deal with James' unfortunate shit.
Yeah, you blow off this dude's hand. And I think now I roll panic.
Nice.
Give me a quick moment for that one.
I wish I had a witty one-liner, but Avion is in like kill or be killed, dead silent soldier mode.
Yeah, give me just like a brief moment here to figure out how the fuck this is gonna happen.
I was gonna say that's still pretty intimidating what you just said there.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that this has probably been seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like
this has been a split second.
Yep, everything's changing because
they just heard a couple pods open and then someone lunged out onto the ground and shot off his. I'd say poor guy, but he's a raider.
Yeah, and the other one landed flat on his face like a fucking bitch.
You know, Guess I'm not sure that we can really make moral judgments about these guys. It's probably the only way of life that they really had open to them.
They're still trying to murder us.
Hoo-wee! That was a great shot.
Okay.
You gotta teach me how to do
Garm.
that.
Garm, Avion was part of a private military company.
So
Morrow?
You're right. We don't get to make any judgments at all. Fuck you.
Yep.
What was it like working for Dead Bird Incorporated? Sorry, go ahead, Fury.
Give me a second to do a thing here.
And I was just a medic before this happened.
Yeah,
Really
you.
real interesting, real fast.
All I did was be really bad for the environment. Wait.
I mean, generally, the environment's kind of already fucked up.
Nuclear fallout does that.
Oh dear.
That sounds like someone's
Yeah.
panicking.
No, well, he's going into shock. Well, rather, he very well probably will. He's losing a lot of blood.
Losing a hand will do that.
Can we keep
Yes.
can we keep that in a bucket for later? We need that shit in this game.
Let's not steal someone's. As the medic, I can tell you, random person's blood is kind of not a good thing.
Do you think
Yeah,
it
but
won't?
James is gonna need it.
Yeah. What if? It's
Why are
like
you
a-
so negative about this?
We have. I'm pretty sure we already have like things for blood here.
We're all
We don't
type.
need-
Yeah, by some coincidence, we're all type X. So
Yeah, you should just be positive, Doc.
I'm going.
Ba-doom.
I'm gonna kick you in the legs for that.
also,
Like,
Fury, feel free to just tell us all to shut the fuck up if you've like actually completed the calculations.
Give me just like a quick moment here to do some stuff here, because
Yeah, for sure. That's half the reason I talk shit all the time. It's not just dead air.
okay, yeah, yeah. So he's bleeding. It's really, really not pretty.
expected this to turn out. Have they like done this before and somehow like it worked successfully previously, or did they just not expect the Morrow project people to be like military people or military-ish?
Well, there are science teams.
Yeah, there are science teams, and they weren't expecting these pods to work. Actually, like in your sort of bullet time, you specifically Jack and Sam, you can see that the pods that your buddies came out of were listed as malfunctioning. There's status indicators over them. So regardless, you blew off a dude's arm who's currently
Hand. Sorry, continue.
You blew off a dude's hand, and he's God.
I don't think that's true. I don't think he's God.
I really hope he isn't.
That
That puts a disappointing amount of faith in the universe.
Wait, oh, that's what you need to do. That's 8 so
Is
16.
he like clutching his stump?
Oh no.
Oh dear, that's not a good noise.
I need to figure out how I'm gonna compute that fucking one.
Oh dear.
Well, share with the class.
He failed his critical bleed check.
Oh boy. He's in for a hell of a time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone do the sprinkler.
What? What's a
yeah,
sprinkler?
so
It's an old dance move where you basically put one hand out and one on your head and you act like a sprinkler. But he lost a
Oh.
hand, so it would just be
Oh,
Okay,
that's so
so
why.
he has about, unless he gets this treated, he has about let me do some quick math. About a couple minutes to live, maybe 30 seconds.
That sounds like what I would expect if you lost a hand.
Yeah. So with that, what would y'all like to do next?
I guess what we have to do is we have to deal with the dude who's on the ground now.
We have to roll for initiative, right?
Probably, yeah. So everyone roll 10 plus 3. So roll d10 and then add 3.
Oh! I
Also-
really hope high is good.
Gassian.
High is good.
Just so you know, the Morrow Project approved one-liner for that situation was, "I've really gotta hand it to you."
God damn it!
I could really use a hand right now.
Do
He
you,
couldn't.
do you need a hand is probably the optimal on the platinum tier.
Jack and Sam.
You are
Jack
no
and
longer.
Sam, I need you to do a roll off, so roll d10 for me.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, Jack and Sam need to do
Oh,
that.
I'm not Jack. Oops.
That's true.
Or Sam. Hop, can you roll another d10 just to roll off?
One moment. Do I add +3 or is it just normal?
No, just
D10?
a tiebreaker.
Flat d10. Okay. And then I'm gonna roll for the goon. Whoops, the goon. Okay, he's going last, and the goon with the bloody stump is second to last. One second, I'm just gonna put an initiative tracker up.
Really doesn't have the same ring as the man with the golden gun, does it? The man with the bloody stump.
Yeah, it does not. So give me a moment to just do this.
He thought it was going to be something along the lines of, he thought it was going to be like the beginning of Las Vegas, of
It's
Fallout
okay.
New Vegas. Nope. It being more like Fist of the North Star. I'm sorry, that was the first example I could think of where it doesn't, where a post-apocalyptic thing where the first time you see the character doesn't end up bad.
Please make the second goon Stumpy.
No, they're just gonna both be goons because Stumpy is not long for this world.
Nope.
Um,
And I'm pretty sure the medic has more concerns over James than the
Well,
guy.
you know, Stumpy, he always was a bleeder.
Oh god, we're making so many terrible puns about this. I love it.
Are you telling me Stumpy was a hemophiliac? Is that what I'm to get from this?
What does it look like?
No, he had poor impulse control.
Wow.
oh
that's...
God!
How do I mute Gaz?
Whoops.
I'm judging all of you. You right-click their
Okay.
name in the.
Yeah,
in the
no,
description.
that was mostly
So-
just for comic effect.
Without further ado, so we're gonna start with declaring actions. The goon, the one with the bloody stump, is going to try and pull his axe with his offhand, and take a swing at Avian. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I was trying to figure out what the hell you meant by offhand.
Oh,
Yeah, he's actually using his on hand.
Oh God. Okay.
is this
That's
good?
fair.
The offhand in this case is the hand that is not off.
Yeah.
That's what we were getting at, yeah.
I'm so glad he was right-handed.
um,
Was operative term.
This is...
We are having way too much fun making terrible puns about this guy. I'm not sure whether or not to feel bad or not, but like it's funny as shit.
Oh my
Is this
God.
going to be another one of those sessions where we don't actually escape a room by the end of our
Probably.
time? Okay.
I hope
Thank
not.
you, friend computer.
I have like probably another 3 hours worth of content, and we're not going to get to it.
Fury, I adore you and I adore this game. I would play again.
Okay.
Same
Well,
here.
I honestly, I'm down. Give me a
Saying this is
moment.
already turning out great.
No, you're Fury. Come on. Remember your name.
Oh my God.
I mean, I keep mispronouncing it as furry.
You wouldn't
You're
be
not wrong.
Oh dear. Give me a second here.
What happened?
I'm about to die.
Nope. 1 second. So that's spaces.
I think that's the sound of
30.
you're not about to die. In fact, something really bad is going to happen to the guy who tried to stab you. That you've shot the hand off of.
If I remember correctly, we declare in reverse order,
Back to 30.
and then we go through it in normal order. So I'm probably gonna get to sucker punch him.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the guy, I didn't roll his panic check properly. So,
Oh dear. Fine.
yeah. So he's gonna try and pick up his axe. He only has 2 actions because you blew off his fucking hand.
I'm not going to apologize.
Yeah. And he's going to try and make a flailing attack at Avian with the axe. The next guy is going to try and roll over and pull the knife from his boot to attack Sam. So next on the order to decide things, Jack, what are you doing?
Pie?
Yeah, sorry. Am I no longer being restrained by the neck?
You are no longer being
The guy who's
restrained by the neck.
restraining you has his hand chopped off. I think you're good.
Blown off. Blown off.
Uh-huh. And is the other guy on the ground?
The other guy is on the ground.
I'd like to stomp on his wrist.
Okay. So you're just gonna take 1 action to stand up, and then 1 action to do the stomp. That leaves you with 1 more action. You can use it to, for example, aim or prepare your stomp or something like that.
Aim.
Okay. So you're gonna make a stomp at so you're gonna make what amounts to a brawl at +10 when you do that.
Alrighty.
Next on the order is Sam. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take the knife out of the guy's boot and stab him with it.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1 action to grab the knife, and then again 1 action to make a stab. That would be a melee weapon attack. You have that leaves you with 1 more action.
I guess aim the knife.
Okay, melee weapon attack at +10.
Nice.
James.
Sam's being restrained by some fella, right? If I'm to understand this correctly.
Sam has tripped the man.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam has tripped the man, but he's in a heap on top of him.
Okay. I would like to attempt to choke a motherfucker out. Specifically, the motherfucker on top of Sam.
No. Sam is on top of the motherfucker.
Oh, Sam is on
in
top of the motherfucker. Okay. Well, my first impulse was help Sam, but I think Sam's kind of got this rodeo under control. There's another flintlock pistol on the table, isn't there?
Yep.
On the ground, yeah.
On the ground. I would like to go for the flintlock pistol.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 action to move, 1 action to pick it up, and then you can probably make the 1 action as a snapshot to fire it.
All right. I would like to fire at the person where I have the least odds of hitting a friendly.
Okay, from that position, at that range, you're good. At that range, you can pick someone. One of them's bleeding out. One of them is flat on his ass.
All right. I'd like to go with the ass man then. And bust around in him.
Stumpy and Ass Man. What a TV show.
All right. That's my hot plan.
Okay, perfect. I forgot. The man who is on the ground is going to try and shake off Sam, reach for his knife, and stand up to leave. So let's execute this. And Avian, you are the last person in the order.
I have 3 actions, right?
3 actions.
Would it take me an action to move close enough to brawl with the guy that's ready to axe me? Because it sounds like he's just ready for a brawling.
Sounds like he's ready to ask you a question.
You could potentially steal the axe from him and then just fuck him up with it.
Fury.
I want to
go there.
I'm gonna throw the pistol at him and then brawl with him. I don't need an axe. He's got 1 hand. How hard can it be?
Oh yeah, and he's also losing blood at an alarm.
Give me a second to figure out how the hell to compute that.
I I mean, I figure if I'm gonna drop it anyways for a brawl, I may as well make use of my prodigious throwing skill.
I mean, you could use it as a melee weapon. Throwing the weapon is
You
an
can use it
action.
as club.
Throwing the weapon is explicitly an action.
Yeah, but I feel like it's less cool to just club him.
Actually, yes, it's pretty cool to club somebody with a fucking pistol. Like, pistol
Okay, you've
whipping
got
is
a point.
awesome.
All right, I'm just gonna go in and burn all of my actions, bludgeoning him to death with the pistol I blew his hand off with.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, give a man a gun.
So that is one action to walk up to the dude, and then 2 actions to bludgeon him with it.
Yeah, I guess. I've got
Okay.
melee. That works.
Okay, it would be melee club. All right, Avian, execute that action.
Melee 1. Oh. Melee 2. Yes.
Okay, how would you like to allocate those?
How much force am I putting into this normally before I add things to it?
Fuck, I have this somewhere.
I don't.
E
Sorry.
factor of melee weapons is bullshit. This I wanna
Bullshit high, bullshit low.
wait, actually I wanna you actually have plus 20 on your roll.
Okay, so I have 7.
You have 7 degrees of success, yes.
Wait, no, that doesn't change anything because it's based on the roll, not on.
Oh right, yeah, right. My
Yeah,
bad.
that doesn't change anything. We're good. We're good. Still 5.
Okay. Give me a second to remember how the fuck melee damage works. Okay.
Improvised weapon efac, please.
Yeah, basically. It's fuck me.
Type, honey.
Okay, I'm just gonna wing it and say that your E factor with this thing is gonna be like 3 or 4 blunt, non-ballistic.
Okay. I'm gonna add like. 1 hit location worked well enough last time. We're gonna go for 1 hit location and
I can
4
tell
in
you-
efac.
I can tell
Okay.
you that if you hit him in the head, it's probably going to kill him.
Okay, so
Upper left torso.
upper left torso. With what was the how many successes
I'm
did you put into E factor?
I'm gonna move that down 1 to the abdomen. I really like the idea of sucker punching him while he's trying to use the wrong hand.
Okay. What was the
I allocated 4 to efac.
Okay.
This energy factor is pain.
I want you to know that the non-ballistic armor value of leather armor is 4. Which
That's okay.
means no. That means that on top of the base E factor of 4 or 5, you have superseded the armor. So you just do 5 damage.
Right to the tum.
Oh.
He doesn't need that stomach.
Okay.
Well, no, not with his hand bleeding out.
Yeah, you do that. The dude doubles the hell over.
That's because there's the diaphragm.
Correct. Yes, there is. James, what you doing there, buddy?
That's me. I'm James. I thought you said games for a minute. I was like, man, you're really excited about this tabletop game.
I mean, despite the fact that we just entered this combat situation, I am having loads of fun.
Me too. Yeah, so I'm going to stumble my way over to yonder handgun, and then I will shoot yonder handgun at the man laying down on the ground beneath Sam.
Okay, I would like to point out that all told, you'd still have a probably a minus 20 from everything.
That's okay.
Aim carefully, please.
So roll handguns at minus 20. Wait, sorry, no. Prone target gives you plus 20, so you're back up at 0.
Nice. So just deal a flat roll.
Let me double check that, but yeah, flat roll.
Fuck. I rolled
Okay.
71 over 69, so that's a miss, my friend.
That is in fact a miss. You pull the trigger, but you're in pain. You can't see straight. Shot goes wide, and you see some of the floor chip next to this guy. And the flintlock has been used.
Relatable.
Sam.
Again, grab, knife, stab.
Okay, so you grab the knife, you stab. You're prone, guy's prone, so those both cancel out.
Instead, I get a +10 for actually aiming with the knife.
Right. So I'm tallying all the modifiers.
Okay.
So you get +10. Yeah, you get +10 total. So roll melee knife
All right.
at +10.
Okay. Do I just go down to the root skill specialty thing, where it says melee and the knife, and then click the dice with a minus?
Yep.
I just blocked my screen with the sheet. Sorry.
No worries.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. How would you like to allocate those successes?
I don't know how. How do I allocate those successes?
Again, for every 1 success, you can either improve your accuracy or improve your damage. Accuracy lets you move the hit location that you roll by 1. Damage lets you increase your damage value by 1.
I'm going to increase damage because I'm on top of him. I think at any point that I just stab him, I think I'm going to give him a bad time.
Okay, so give me a second to. Okay, knife has a base E factor of 1. So you said you were allocating it. Sorry, I need you to repeat the allocation.
Damage to damage.
Okay, so both those are. So it's gonna be an E factor of 3. Okay, roll hit location.
Okay, where's the chart to roll that? I'm sorry, combat, right? Okay. Just I see the chart here for rolling
Right
hit
and
locations.
all the way down.
How do I actually roll? Sorry.
Click the die that says standard.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh,
Upper
that's a
left
very
torso.
good spot to stab.
It would be. However, his armor does in fact cover that part of his body, and it does beat your knife. So.
But I have the knife.
But you have the knife, which has taken away that part of his action, and you did stab him with it. And because this is flexible armor, it still does non-penetrating damage. So you're able to stab him, but it does not bleed.
That's gonna be uncomfortable.
Yep.
That's an understatement of the year.
Give me a moment though. It looks like you rolled. 1 second. I think your modifier was listed at -10 rather than plus. Give me a second here. Folks, this is a hell of a thing. Yeah, you. Well, it doesn't make a difference, but yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's where that happens. Jack, your turn.
Alrighty. Do I get to
You get to execute the action you declared.
Alright, I get to crush him.
Yeah.
Stomp
So
him.
you stand up. Make a brawl attack against the dude's wrist. So no, it's a called shot, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yes, that's a minus 20, I believe. Which is offset by him being prone and you being standing. Yeah, so and you're flanking, so plus 10. So roll at plus 10 with brawl.
All right then. Ooh.
So
He
yeah,
has very small wrists.
You try, but he's able to move his arm out of the way. And now it's the goon's turn. So the one who is bleeding is still bleeding, and he's going to pick up his axe and he's going to try and swing it at Avian, he's currently engaged with. He is not going to have a good time trying, but boy howdy is he sure going to try. So that's, oh god, okay. So that's,
What the heck is that? The one
That's probably me getting crit.
no, that's
the skittering thing
me.
that sounded like a squirrel.
It sounded like someone typing.
I thought
To
it
me,
was
at least.
dice.
Oh, yeah, it probably was Fairy's dice.
It wasn't, sorry. It was in fact Fury's dice, and she failed because he has a minus 35 to anything that doesn't directly involve him leaving the scenario. So he swings wildly, misses, and then just fucking bolts. So then the guy on the ground can't pick up his knife. He reaches back for it, doesn't quite make it. He's gonna try and shake you off. So I'm going to need to. He's going to roll his athletics and fail with fucking 2 failures. So he's going to try and shake you off, and he can't. And that's where we are. So we're back to the top. 3 seconds have passed.
3.6.
I will
Sorry,
come
go on.
over there and hit you.
Please, I have missed you for so long. When will you come back from the war?
Oh my
What-
god.
It's
what
getting
left
weird
for
in
The
here.
Great War.
So that being said, I'm going to. Okay, the first goon is just gonna literally try and sprint outside while trying to staunch the bleeding. It's not gonna work, and one second, I need to roll Constitution. Oh dear.
Oh, all that.
And he's gonna try, and his bleeding is not gonna get staunched at all, and he has just lost like another 30 blood points. That's it, folks. This game has blood points.
Oh,
So
jeez.
yeah,
Loins?
and he's going to run outside the bolt hole. The other guy is going to try and shake off Sam, and then and then he's going to try and grab the knife out of Sam's hand. Sorry, yeah, out of Sam's hand. So Jack, you get to declare your actions. Knowing this as you do, by the way, the reason we're declaring this order is because you get to anticipate this.
Ah. All right, so one guy's run away, like dead Sir Robin, and the other one is still crawling on the floor trying to do something effective with his entire life.
Yes.
Man, all the weapons are gone.
There's 2 knives still in play, in duffel bags. Actually, there's 4 knives still in play in duffel bags. It'll take getting to them, though.
Yes.
And a pistol still on the
Yes.
floor, I believe.
Nope, they are both expended.
Oh, my bad. Probably happened while I was grabbing water.
They had
Oop.
shitty flintlock pistols. You used one, Garm used
Is
the
he
other.
face down or face up?
He's face down right now. He's trying to get to be face up.
I would like to jump on top of his back, put an arm around his face, and put him in a chokehold.
Aren't I also on his back?
Yes, you are.
Are you?
Yes.
2 Morrows, 1 back.
Just kick him in the face repeatedly again.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, if Sam is taking up his entire back and I don't want to tackle Sam, then I will just try and use his head as a soccer ball.
Blunt force trauma is great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you do that. Sam?
Stab with a knife.
Okay. You have
aim and stab with the knife.
okay, you have one more action left.
Stab with a knife?
You can also aim again for +20, which would
Oh, aim again.
offset
That would be good.
which would, for example, offset a called shot bonus to his neck.
I think I will aim again with the knife.
Okay, and I guess it's like if you want to call a shot to his neck, you can do that.
Can I? Okay, I guess I'll try and call a shot to his neck because
Yeah.
their armor doesn't cover their necks.
Okay. James?
Yeah. One of these miscreants is about to try to run away, correct?
Yeah?
I would like to use my my experience watching at least 2 CFL games in my time and tackle him.
Okay. That's gonna be 2 moves and then a tackle. Okay.
Alright. That's my plan.
And Avion.
Did he drop the axe when he started running?
Let me do a thing to check that.
I'm hoping the answer is yes.
His focus is at -15 right now, so yeah, he did.
So action 1 is pick up the axe. Action 2 is line up a shot. Action 3 is throw the axe at him. Obviously dropping the pistol so that I can use my good hand for it.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Avian, you do that. Roll
Wonderful.
thrown weapons at +10.
Okay, is that with the aiming?
Yep,
Okay.
the +10 is the aim.
I'm debating if I want to try to called shot first or not.
A called shot is -30.
Yeah, but if I'm just aiming for his lower body, it's -10. According to the thing on the character sheet. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, no, by that logic it is.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna roll flat thrown and then at -10 for the lower, because I just want to take his leg out.
Okay.
I'm not a nice person.
I don't think any of us
One
have
hit.
the options of being nice right now.
1 hit!
Okay.
I'm gonna put that straight into damage. Because I'm already rolling a called shot. How bad can it be?
A tomahawk has an E factor of 5. So roll the lower.
Ooh.
His armor
Yeah.
doesn't cover that.
With the 1 in
Um,
damage.
1 second, so that's doing some quick math here. Okay.
I hear there are arteries in that part of the body sometimes. Occasionally.
There are arteries all over the body.
Okay. 0% chance as far as there.
Well, it's true.
Hey, you don't
okay.
know. It's been 150 years of nuclear fallout.
So you hit his right thigh.
For damage.
And he goes down. He's not dead. He will be, though.
He's not running anymore, and that's the important part.
Is it
Goal has
though?
been accomplished.
1 second.
Nope.
Okay. So at that, James, you run to tackle this dude as he's falling down. Roll brawl at +20 at this point.
Okay. I feel like that's bad news for me.
No, it's good news for you. That gives you an advantage of
Oh,
Plus
okay.
20.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where Brawl is now.
basic skills.
Yeah, it's like the fourth one listed under skills.
Oh, okay, I found it. Plus 10, you said?
+20.
It's 20, that's twice as better. I got 22 over 74, which is 4 degrees of success, yeah. Or dose.
Oh, okay. He is down. He is down, and you have him pinned. He is bleeding. He's gonna lose. He's gonna bleed out in the next 5 or 6 seconds.
Hey, Fury, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I go with football tackle instead of hip check? What the fuck
I
is wrong
do
with
not
me?
know. I don't know. Sam.
Knife stabbing shall commence.
Okay. Roll at flat at this point. Roll knife.
So I remember trying to remember how. I actually clicked the one of the question mark. Durr.
I mean, you could.
Okay. Marginal success means you do it, but not enough for it to be meaningful. It's
This is why I'm not the this is why the medic, not the actual.
Okay, so roll a hit location for head.
Oh, that's why the
What?
other one's there. So go to
Okay,
combat.
So, okay, hit location rolls and then hit head, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How?
Because like the head is like you're trying to hit the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're pretty much guaranteed to hit the top half of the body if you hit it all. So you try, this guy squirms out of the way, and your knife just kind of glances off of his leather.
Dang it.
Jack,
Yes.
you're going for the curb stomp?
I would like to give him a boot to the head.
Okay. Roll flat again, called shot for the head.
Brawl.
Brawl.
Bonk.
Ooh. Okay. You want to roll that to accuracy or damage?
Gonna go with accuracy.
Okay. And now roll hit location
Standard or
for head.
for head?
Okay. You can move that to the low torso.
You're
to
gonna
the
want
right
to try that
torso.
again, Fury.
Fury?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can move that to the lower torso, to the right torso, or to the neck.
Oh,
Or to
the
the shoulder.
neck.
Okay. You do that. So, fun fact. Kicks do your mass over 2 in E factor. Your mass is 10. This guy's neck has 2 structure points.
What? Not 5 or more?
Negative. So you stomp this guy, and he stops shaking.
Yay!
He stopped struggling.
I found the off button.
Yes.
Holy shit.
The human body has several off buttons.
Listen, I was more support first. If it doesn't work, you smack it with a hammer.
Okay. So, I'm gonna take you out of initiative because one guy is flat on his chest and bleeding out, and the other guy is not anymore. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to go check on Jimmy Boy because he got kind of fucked up.
Okay, I want you to roll first aid or medicine.
Lest we
One
forget,
moment.
I also still have the coming out of cold sleep thing
Okay.
fucking me up.
That's why I'm going to check on you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, actually, roll 3 times, give me 2 successes.
Okay, so first aid, right?
Say, yeah, either first aid or medicine, take your pick.
Well, they're both the same. Whatever. I'll just do first. Medicine actually
Avian?
seems.
Avian, roll
No,
first aid.
let Sam finish the thing.
Sorry.
How
I
many
just wanted
times do
to
I
say
roll?
something.
Say it again, Sam.
How many times do I roll?
3 times, I want 2 successes. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was 12 successes.
Sweet.
There's a 2 in it.
Holy cow.
I'm just counting successes for this. So yeah, you're able to get him patched up right quick. He was in compensated shock from the tube, and it could have gotten worse, but you were able to basically you were able to pull some pills out of the first aid kit in your duffel bag, and it's not an issue anymore. Avian, I want you to roll first aid at -30, and I need 3 successes.
I literally can't do that, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're trying to tourniquet a dude who's bleeding out, who's almost dead, needs a transfusion. Yeah.
It was the kind of I'm gonna go check on him, and if I can have a prisoner, I can, and if not, I'm policing the body.
Actually,
we
wait, no,
could probably.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. You could actually, if you rolled me maybe a 40 or a 50.
Yeah,
Actually,
but at -30, my skill is 23.
you can crit. You can get 22.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Is he ready to die? He's
Well, he's
dead.
gonna. Yep. We could try asking him questions while he's dying.
I think I go to tourniquet his hand, and it's just the pain, and he just. That's it.
Yeah, basically. Okay,
So-
oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, is the other guy who I was laying on top of he's dead, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's very dead.
Oh, good.
Okay. So, what do you guys do from here? You guys just woke up, and you found 2 dudes who look like extras from Fallout, in your bunker with flintlocks,
Jesus Christ, those are
asking you about a place you've never heard of. What's your first play?
In the dead silence following this fight, which I can only assume is what happens as we all try to grasp the events that have just transpired.
I think you need to just interrupting before the dead silence. There's just footsteps because Avion is walking out after the dude he axed. After the dude she axed, sorry.
Perfect.
Well, didn't we tackle the other guy?
There was the guy you guys tackled. The guy that I blew the hand off of tried to run, and I threw my own axe out the door at.
Yeah, that was the guy I tackled.
You threw the axe. James tackled him.
Oh, I didn't realize James also tackled him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it was a bad day for him. Anyway, in the dead silence following this, before anybody else has, like, after, like, maybe 30 seconds, I'd like to just say, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my head out and see if there's gonna be any more of them coming real soon.
Okay, so you walk outside the bolt hole, and you are assaulted by the heat of Utah.
Oh
Um,
God.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
late
know.
summer there. It feels bad. It feels really bad.
Oh.
Ew.
There are
Sometimes it does feel really bad.
There are two junked up motorcycles sitting outside the front of the bolt hole. One of them has what looks like was once an AK-47 strapped to the back of it. Whatever it is now, it has only a passing relationship to what Mikhail Kalashnikov designed. Another one has a brace of flintlocks in the back.
So
Ooh.
we're lucky that the bad guys were idiots and didn't bring the other weapons in.
Well, why would you need that if they're all asleep?
Why should you do that if they're all asleep, if their weapons are all soaking in carmeline, all that, right?
They
So,
they apparently expected us to not be actually soldiers.
So,
Fury, tell me, what does a brace of flintlocks look like?
It looks like 4 flintlock pistols stuck into leather pouches by the rear wheel.
so the AK is basically one of those, like, super weird Somali hybrid guns built out of any parts you can find.
Yeah.
Where, like, you look at it and it's, like, staring at some fucking non-Euclidean geometry shit. Like, you don't know how the hell that thing works, but it can still kill you.
Yes.
I am getting the feeling that something is very, very wrong with the project.
A feeling that is amplified, because... One second. Jack, can you roll an awareness test for me? Straight up and down? Or
Geez,
observe if
only
you have
Jack.
it?
I have
Yeah.
observed. Can I roll it?
No, Jack's the one who's outside and looking around.
Damn it,
Where
Jack.
in the heck is that?
Basic skills.
I have observe. You said straight.
Straight.
Nope.
Okay.
It's bright out.
It's bright out. It's hard to make out much, but you think you can smell something burning?
Uh-oh. Is it me again?
It's not you. Wait, no, you know what burning smells like. So actually, give me a sec.
I was gonna ask, should I step outside also since I actually have the skill observe?
Hey, all those times that I set my shirt on fire, they didn't go to waste.
So you're able to look around a bit more, and you see a small column of black smoke rising in the distance to the southeast.
Ooh.
I
All
suppose
right,
we
scoot
should.
back in.
Yeah, while Jack's outside, I'd like to pick up one of the flintlocks, look at it, and go, where the hell did they find flintlocks?
Valid question. So, what's your guys' next play? It takes generally about an hour and a half to just get all your gear squared away. Are you going to be doing that right now, or is there something more pressing or immediate you're going to work on?
Unless Jack mentions the smell of smoke, I think Avion moves to start reassembling her guns, plural.
We probably need to get our vehicular.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop my head back in. We got a nasty barbecue out here. And what looks to be like a rifle that I made back in the good old days when all I had was duct tape and some metal pipes. That one blew up on me.
All right, let's not use that gun, of course. Why would we use that gun in the first place? Whatever.
Because it still looked better than the 4 flintlocks.
I would like to check our radios. 'Cause we have
Okay.
something like that, I assume.
You have one long range radio in the what
Multiple?
vehicles? What's
Oh,
that?
in the no, sorry, go ahead.
I believe I gave you a Cougar. Yeah, you have a Cougar. You have one long range radio in the Cougar, and you have 2 radio backpacks in your equipment.
Okay. I'd like to try and get the Cougar's radio in order and see what I can pick up. Surely, if it is in
Okay.
fact 5 to 10 years, or like 5 years after the end of the world, everybody should be waking up at the same time. And
Calling other people.
yeah,
So, you're able to get the Cougar systems all patched up. You notice that the base's reactor is at about 15%,
that's
which you need
abnormal.
to kickstart the Cougar's fusion engine with the base's power output.
We have a
Um,
fucking
Yeah, that's not
fusion.
good.
God.
You have cold fusion is how all of your stuff is
Right.
powered. So
That's heinous.
you turn on the Cougar's cold fusion, and you get the radios configured. You tune into the prime base frequency, static. You turn into the regional frequency, static. And you turn into your command frequency, your backup frequency, and your emergency frequency, all static.
I would like to lean my head out of the Cougar and go, guys, I think we got a bit of a problem here. I got nothing on the nets.
Is it because of the bad Barbie? What am I, fucking Australian?
I don't figure it's atmospheric smoke.
Right.
It's
I
Garm?
think we all need to get ready and get out of this as fast as possible. And Avion goes
Yes.
back to putting her weapons together with noticeable
All right.
increase in.
Yeah, Garm, with your
Yes.
67 in communications and no pressing issues, you know what atmospheric issues sound like. Your radios are working fine. This is either high quality jamming, or there's no signal.
yeah. Like it's a nice clear day, you said, right?
Yep.
It's like I should be able to pick up
Something.
Sorry, I'm not gonna do ham math in my head.
Well,
Should be
quick,
able to
that'd
pick
be
up
head math.
a lot.
Yeah, you can't. Nothing you notice. You can't pick up any U.S. government frequencies. No emergency broadcast. Nothing.
Not even that one radio station in Tahoe that's solar powered and will run forever.
Not from here.
Shit, we're really fucked then.
To be fair, I don't think Salt Lake has line of sight to Tahoe.
That's true. Salt Lake is a pretty mountainous area.
Mm-hmm. And you're buried in the mountains. You're in a mountain bunker right now.
I was gonna say also Tahoe is in another state from what
Can
I
I-
last recall.
Can I try and find who the heck these people were? Like, either on the bikes or on themselves?
Yeah, sure. So
Like, either you're identifying papers or documents or something.
yeah, so you're able to rifle through their bodies. They don't have any identifying marks. They've a bunch of tattoos. All of them both of them have tattoos all up and down their arms. You're able to pull off the metal masks that both of them have, and they have face paint on. Again, skull face paint. And you see,
Bitchin'.
and a lot of the tattoos have K's. Like the letter K is a central theme in all of them.
How many
I don't
Ks?
trust the letter K.
Just
also
the
these
one
guys are
K.
Okay.
Just the one K.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I
But
wanted
also
to
these
kill
guys are a bunch of
future
fucking
Nazis.
edgelords.
No, I'm not making you guys fight Nazis. I'm making you guys fight something much worse.
I don't. You're not
Um,
making me. I will fight a Nazi any day of the week.
My real concern
gonna
was
say,
that they were gonna be runic tattoos. Sorry, go ahead, Hops.
Oh no. They're English letter K.
Okay. Sorry, Hops, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, same. I think any of us would be willing to fight a Nazi.
Fair enough. So you guys are able to get your gear squared away. Takes about an hour and a half since Avion is probably like really pushing it.
And helping out if we're going too slow.
Yeah. and you're able to hop in the cougar.
I take it we
since-
put on any body armor. Sorry.
Yep, all your body armor's on, your weapons are cleared, all your equipment is in good condition. And you are now out on the so your bunker sort of opens out onto a mountain ridge, which then has a gentle slope down to what you're now seeing used to be an interstate.
What's it now?
Mostly it's some concrete with a lot of cracks in it.
Oh, so it looks like the streets outside now.
It looks like the streets outside now after about 150 years of decay.
So it looks like Utah.
After about 150 years of decay.
No change.
So there's no roads?
So
What's that?
we were
Sam?
I said so there's no roads, but anyway, sorry.
so when the last thing we remember is going into the cryopods, right?
Yep.
And when we came here, I presume the roads were all nice and not shit.
You weren't in here. Your cryopods were
Okay. We're somewhere else and then brought here.
Yeah.
Okay. But from what we saw wherever we were frozen, it didn't look like this.
Not so much.
I'm
Can we
pretty sure that
tell-
if we were going to be deployed in a apocalyptic desert land, we would have been warned.
I mean, as desert-like as Utah is, I don't think it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
So where do you guys go?
Question:
Yes?
does the cougar have a Unix clock? Can it tell us what the epoch is? Because if we know the epoch time, we can tell what year it is and concern.
The cougar has been cold and dark since you've been frozen.
Well, it shouldn't matter. I mean, I guess it would if it was like entirely off, but like
No, it was entirely off. There were no live electrical systems.
yeah, but like the hard drive and stuff.
Yeah, but
Memory.
that's all electrical gas. Normally a
How do
computer
Yeah,
you
but
has...
then there's
that
no
help?
memory and programming.
There was no
That's-
hard drive in it.
Anyway,
Okay.
so we got nothing from satellites or anything either.
That's an
You
interesting
have you have some weak satellite signals periodically, but they're not enough for any of your radios to like actually connect to.
Okay.
It's like yeah, there's something. It's just not. It's a very weak signal.
Okay, so space hasn't gone full Kessler syndrome, so that's cool. How close are we to Salt Lake City?
You're. I didn't actually do this math, but you're a solid day's drive, maybe 2. Like it's gonna be like 12 to 18-hour drive.
Should we visit the column of black smoke or
I was gonna say how far away is that gonna be drive wise?
That's about an hour and a half.
I guess we
Alright.
should just pass by it and make.
I think we should pass by it downwind or up in altitude so they don't see us, because if they sent them, why do they know about some place that we don't know about, and how'd they break in?
Explosives and force.
Yes, but how they know anything was there?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
well.
the Morrow project was top secret, and is kept under corporate level secrecy, which we all know is better than government secrecy.
Yeah, they
so
shouldn't have known where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We didn't exist for them, or we shouldn't have, and if we did exist, where we were would be a mystery.
Yeah.
So for them to have more knowledge than us is unthinkable, that they
Yeah.
were not part of the project themselves.
And very narratively conveniently, they dispelled any chance that they happened to stumble upon the Bolt Hole by the fact that their first words that they came out of their fucking mouths was Morrow Project. So that
And
was nice.
where's Alpha?
Yeah, I really appreciate them clearing up the ambiguity.
I mean, got straight to the point.
Too bad we couldn't actually interrogate them, but at the same time, they were kind of threatening our lives.
I feel like I had another Oh, I'd like to take all the ammo for the Somali gun.
Okay.
What kind of ammo is it?
7.62 39 Russian.
Okay.
That's
That is
probably
the
things I don't
wrong kind
understand.
of bullet.
Yes, you fired
Yes.
5.56 by. I forgot the number. NATO. Wow. I'm
21.
maybe
45.
fuck. Yeah. But either way, you fire 5.56 NATO.
All right.
That's the important part.
Well, hell, I may as well just take the Somali gun and throw it back in the back of the Cougar. Like clear the bolt or clear the chamber and keep it unloaded, but because
Yeah.
like shit, I don't want us to hit a bump and Marvin somebody to death.
I'd like to take a look at this. It's beautiful. I want to see how it's put together.
Roll artisan gunsmith.
Do I have that?
I gave it to you.
Weaponsmith, I think.
That same thing.
Okay.
I really enjoy the precision on the maximum range of my gun, which appears to be 2,653 meters.
That is the maximum range.
2,654 is just unfucking viable.
Well, that's just outright. No.
So, Jack, you are very excited to take this thing apart and see how it works. You have a much harder time figuring out how to put it back together.
That's always the trick, though.
I think that,
Yes.
I mean, that's completely understandable that it's hard to figure out because it looks like complete gibberish.
Yes, it is a kludge of a half dozen different designs of weapons, and probably some more that were just hand milled or literally just handmade.
I was gonna say, at least it's not like Fallout with literal guns made of pipes.
It's close. It's
close.
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
basically a few pipes and like an AK stock, and then
I start petting my M320 and I'm like, she didn't mean you.
the M320
Lord
was
knows that
under
thing
is
is just 6 pipes stapled
No,
to
no.
a handle.
the M320 is an underslung grenade launcher.
Lord knows that's just a pipe stuck to the end of a gun.
Yep. So
You're not wrong.
regardless, as you are driving up, you can get a sense of the smoke trail much better. It was a town.
Can I roll observe on that?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
Where's my observe skill?
It's basic skill.
Sweet.
Basic.
Also, Fury, you're the only person I've ever heard pronounce clutch correctly. I don't know what to think about that.
Holy.
I'm very good.
Wow.
Okay, so you're
People-
a few miles out, and you pass over a rise,
And you also have a rifle scope to look through. That's how I'm explaining that.
yeah, so I mean
Yeah.
that removes any disadvantage from distance, which is why you're rolling it full. So you're sort of riding shotgun in this cougar, so to speak. And you're looking through and you come over a rise and you can see pretty clearly what's happening here. This is a small town, wooden buildings as well as sandstone. The wooden building is like it's like aluminum siding as well as scavenged wood and sandstone mostly. And the smoke is coming from the mass grave in the center of it.
Oh,
That's a
Yes.
funeral pyre.
Oh.
It's
Or a
not-
victory.
It's not even a funeral pyre. It's
Yeah, and it's pretty ugly in there. You can see walls made of, or not walls. You can see the roads lined with pikes and staffs with human remains stuck to them.
oh, what the fuck?
assuming my compatriots are not this eagle-eyed. I am, of course, relaying all of this in tight, efficient wording to conceal emotion because Avion is obviously distraught.
Yeah, but you've seen this before, Avian. Bits and pieces of it.
I probably participated in some of this at some point.
Man, bits
Probably.
and pieces is not the word to use here.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't
Would
be
you have
laughing.
preferred chunks?
Oh.
Would you
So,
prefer
You really gotta give
large
Fury a
size
hand here.
kebabs?
Oh.
oh god.
I guess we can
guys.
see if there's literally anyone still alive.
So,
Or-
Avian, so as you relay this, James, you're driving. How do you respond? Do you just like keep on driving? Do you pull over the side? What's your play here?
How long does it look like this thing's been on fire?
I mean, so far it looks like the fire was pretty fresh when Jack first saw it, so it's been about 3 hours.
Alright.
How far away are we?
A few miles out. It's gonna be 15 minutes tops before you get there if you head straight there.
Yeah, 3 hours ain't nobody living there that we can save.
Well, Avian, you know that's not quite true. Because there's people filling in pits of the grave, and you can also see crowds of people around and vehicles, many vehicles, junked up cars mostly. And yeah, with 7 successes, you can see the semi truck in the center of it all.
The way you say that makes me apprehensive.
Oh hell, we're going to
I'm-
the stupid funeral pit. That's not in
I
character.
really
It's a semi truck with a with just like a big corrugated metal siding covered in spray paint and weird like stuff. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's weird drawings and murals.
like-
That's the word I'm looking for.
I was gonna say it looks like the side of a train car.
Yeah, it looks like a train car.
I was gonna say it's
Um,
obviously not Optimus.
Are they celebrating or are they mourning?
Anyone remember Beyond Thunderdome from the 80s? Because
From
this
what?
sure as hell feels like that.
That is the worst sequence of words I've heard in at least 10 years.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Gaz? I didn't catch half of it.
Does anyone remember Beyond Thunderdome from back in the 80s? Because this feels a lot like that.
I was born in the late 80s. No. And actually, I'm with Hops here. I've never seen it either.
I
Mad
vaguely
Max.
remember when I was a child seeing The Postman. I thought it when I was older. I was just like, "Oh, I thought that was Mad Max." Then I realized that that the man who was in the movie who looked vaguely Mad Maxian and was the main character had a Postman's hat on. And I remember that Kevin Costner's been in some shit.
Yeah. Anyway. So. Alright. We have got to figure out what the hell's going on here. Our best. I hate to say this. I really do. But our best chance for any information is going to be to go to the mass grave semi-truck funeral pyre and ask the revelers for information.
I was gonna say it might be a good
I
idea for me
worry
to scout
about
ahead.
them. Sorry, what did you say?
It might be a good idea for me to scout ahead.
Yeah, I worry about them attacking us because it looks like we've got a level of tech they don't. And if
they
they're
would
willing to
want.
burn people like that, they'd be willing to kill for it.
And they have. Clearly.
That's true.
Well, if we wanted to sneak in all incognito, two of us could go back to the bolt hole and retrieve some of their
Get the
interesting
bikes.
haute couture, and
Don't forget, you guys have contact kits.
Eh.
what's that?
You guys have packs of like worn, ragged-looking clothes, basically.
Ah, okay.
But
Yeah, we don't really.
do we have cool skull masks?
No,
Skulls on them.
no, but you do have disguise kits, so you can do the face paint if you want to.
I'm good at face paint.
The play is probably 3 of us do that, and the other stays with the cougar on a high ridge, ready to shoot anybody that.
Remember, you guys also have a crows system in the cougar, which means you have a machine gun with a thermal targeting system that can be fired from inside the vehicle.
Nice.
Okay, maybe we
Yeah.
need 2 people back at the cougar, one for driving, one for firing.
Okay,
Who amongst
the
us is the
best
best
at-
at the talking?
that's me.
I was gonna say who's the best at shooting with the Big Bessie.
I guess I should come along since I am not good at driving nor am I good at shooting.
And you might be able to endear yourself to the locals by providing some medical
Services.
stuff.
Prevent death.
I'm still a little shaken up from the crypto sleep.
I am concerned. Are you okay?
Oh,
Do you need medical?
I'll push through it.
Hey, airplane, that leaves you and me.
I just want you to know
airplane
in
French.
this
Yeah.
statement, in this moment, I have never hated anyone more than I hated you, Jack. I
Shucks.
spent 8 years at an inner city school in Detroit. You know how many smartasses took 1 year of French?
I don't know. It's Detroit. Did you have any?
Apparently not enough for the world to decide my suffering was done.
Oh my god!
I enjoy how you pick the one city that Clevelanders compared to. At least we're not them.
Ouch.
Anyway. So,
Okay.
we're gonna get all goth the fuck up.
Yep.
Or, I guess, the
Okay.
weird intersection of goth and punk.
So
Gunk.
you do that. I presume you. Where do you park the cougar?
High Ridge.
Okay. So actually, as you park, how close is this ridge?
How far can we effectively shoot with a 4 times
I was
scope?
gonna say, what's the range?
So you're it's an M2.
No, wait, I actually have an answer to this question. I want us to park 2,652 meters away.
Actually, the Medusa has an effective range of 1,300 meters and a maximum range of 6,660.
I'm gonna go for like
Fuck.
maybe 2 clicks out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Okay.
far enough. It's hard to notice, but
Mhm.
Okay. So
solidly
you
within
park
range.
there. You park there. And whoever's manning it, you have your cameras up. You can see through the M2's optics now. Whoever's going forward, as you get gothed up, you start walking forward towards the town.
Yay.
My guess is that I'm the one with the. Do I have the best vehicle gunning skill? Am I on the mod?
You do, in fact, have the best vehicle gunning skills. You are on the Medusa.
Okay, cool. You
G7
guys go do talking things.
The
I have
G7
your.
What a-
What is my signal for just blow shit up? Is it goes badly?
Do we have flares?
Do you
You have flares. You also have smoke grenades, and you also have radios.
So yeah,
Oh, we do have radios.
if we're able
Okay.
to talk, I guess we could use radios. If it's truly an emergency, we can't talk. Flares, I guess.
If it's enough of an emergency that you can't click your radio, I can probably tell on sight because there will be people trying to shoot you.
the G17's a pistol, right?
Yes.
Pistol.
Okay. I'm gonna
a
take
Glock.
that and leave the M4 behind.
Okay.
The Smalley gun would have been really useful here, but alas.
It'd be like that. So you start walking towards this town.
I was gonna say, I guess I take my pistol, not the submachine gun.
Yeah, conceal the fuck out of it, because they will definitely pick up on if we show up with a firearm that's actually one firearm.
Do you guys also want to like establish some sort of, if you drop shoot something, like, I don't know if you're
if
gonna
you
need
start
like
hearing
a
gunshot,
are you gonna need like a warning shot sort of I can call down fire from on high intimidation factor thing set up, or
Actually, yeah, that's a real good idea.
that's
If I flash the German hand signal for 3, do that.
what?
so basically.
Like in character, I probably get what you mean because we trained together for like 6
Germans-
months, but
Germans, like the French and the deaf, count with their thumb, then their index, then their middle finger.
The only reason I know about
Okay.
this is Inglorious Bastards.
You and everybody
Okay.
else.
I know about it from ASL because ASL counting is based on French counting.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes
I
more
knew
sense.
ASL and I knew they do that in baseball, but I didn't know that they did it in. Also,
In
weirdly, in
German?
baseball, 2 and 4 are the American thumb down, but 3 is the thumb out for visual distinctness.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so we got that
Enjoy.
going for us.
So, with that, you'll approach, and as you do, you sort of come across a corner, and actually before they even see you, you're able to hear someone talking. And those of you going forward, I don't think either of you have smelled burning flesh before, have you guys?
I've barbecued.
Well, I was an
I have.
ER.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Yeah, I
ER
have
has.
probably have.
Okay, yeah, ER has. Okay, so it's not a happy smell,
Let's
and
be
the air is
real.
thick with it.
No.
Jack has probably also smelled flesh burning.
Yeah, but you're not
His
there.
own.
James may well have.
Oh yeah, that's
Derby.
true. Have
Biggest
all
go
4
bag.
of us just been exposed to that unpleasant smell? That's
Well,
not great.
There was one time I burnt my eyebrows off, and the one time I dropped it in my lap, and there was the other time I set my shirt on fire because I forgot I was soaked in alcohol.
I love that you suddenly gained, like, I remember you having this before, but you suddenly gained, like, a kind of quote-unquote hick accent.
That's because I'm actually chewing on something at the moment.
Is that
It
is that a
works.
piece of grass or wheat?
Yeah, son, I haven't seen the sun in 13 days.
Anyway, so we hear noise.
So-
People.
So you smell this, you see some people who are definitely not dressed like extras from a Fallout game, with shovels and just doing a lot of the body carrying and stuff. It's yeah. But what you see also is that they are being watched over by a couple of people with more kludged together firearms.
I don't like the implication here.
And you see one man standing above the crowd. This guy is wearing what looks to be a flak vest and a modern military helmet and like road leathers, like motorcycle pants. And he's also got this skull paint on. And he's holding, in one hand, I swear to God, he is holding an M240 medium machine gun.
That's
old-
big.
I don't know the
This-
significance of that gun.
Basically, an M240 is something that 3 people set up on a tripod to pin down like 10 or 20 people from a half mile away.
This gun
Not
must be
something
fucking
one
ripped.
person picks up, period.
Yeah, so this guy's just like hefting it over his shoulder.
He must be fucking
Um,
ripped.
He is in fact fucking ripped. And you hear him shouting, we'll go to the Alpha base and we will destroy it. Corral! Corral!
I think we've
And
encountered
like
cultists.
you've encountered the end of a speech and you hear the entire crowd start shouting, Corral! 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 And yeah, again, you missed a lot of this, but there's a resounding shout, and they start packing up to get ready to leave. And you hear the engines revving up. The semi is about as close together as the gun, but you know it's actually in a lot better shape, at least externally. And this guy he stands on top of the cab, hooked on with some rope. And there's a bunch of other people sort of hanging off the side. And they start getting ready to drive off and leave. The last of the guards who are watching these people bury the dead, they continue watching them, and they hop onto one of the vehicles, pointing their weapons at these people, but not shooting them until they drive away.
The fuck?
So all the other people left behind is just these poor fuckers who have to deal with the grave dead. We probably didn't need to have the masks. In fact, I think it might be a good idea for us to remove the face paint so we don't look so threatening to these poor fuckers.
No, wait, hold up. Are these people marked up with face paint?
No, they're mostly marked up with wounds.
Okay, and there's no vehicles for them to leave with. I
No.
take it. So the
No,
implication is that these are not members of yonder cult. They are likely family of the people that they just buried left to die alongside them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
It's the apocalypse.
And I thought Salt Lake City was bad now.
I'm sorry, I immediately reminded of the fact that we're in Utah. I'm just like, and you said that these are worse than like Nazis. I'm just like, are they Mormons? I'm just like, the Mormons aren't worse than Nazis, brain. Shut up.
They are not.
No. My brain is just like, now is the text. Anyway, I'm gonna shut
Anyway,
up now.
yeah. Yeah. I'm struggling for words here. Sorry, yes, let's go talk to... God, I don't... How far away are we from these people?
You're at this point not far. You're probably a couple 100 feet away.
Close enough that it was, our fucking face paint.
Close enough that, I mean, like, you're coming out from behind a ridge right now. You can avoid being seen.
Okay, so the play might actually be to remove the face paint and go up that way. Otherwise, it's fairly obvious what's happening here, is what I'm getting at. We don't want to show up like we're the people who enslaved them and we've come back to do unspeakable things to them. Yeah, let's remove the face paint. That's what I'm getting at. Alright. And then we will approach them.
Okay. So you approach them, and you see. So you're wearing your contact kits, not your Morrow Project gear, just to confirm.
Correct. Yes.
Also, I'm just going to be this kind of project director. Are you telling the people in the Cougar what's happening?
Probably, yeah. Assumably in slightly more descriptive terms than some fucked up shit.
Yay. That's good to know.
Yeah, back in the Cougar, you're able to see them going off into the distance. They're heading north on the freeway. And Avion, based on your experience, this is not very great tactically. Like, it's not very well schooled, but you see enough improvised armies and convoys and technicals to know that these people are escorting that semi.
Yeah. We might want to follow them instead of try to figure out what these villagers are doing.
But then we won't have any information about what the fuck went wrong.
Just be ready to get out of there.
I'm thinking that a semi isn't really that easy to lose, and if we want to find it, we can.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for the record, you get, I think it's plus 2% on your visibility checks for every 2 kilometers per hour faster they are than you. So, like, at highway speeds, that comes out to like plus 120.
Because
Sorry, no,
of
plus,
like the dust,
yeah. Yeah.
dust or
So,
smoke.
yeah, so you're fine.
Okay.
Um,
Man, I don't even know what to say to these people. I can't just walk up
I
and
hope
be like,
150 years of language divergence hasn't made you entirely unintelligible.
no, I'm sure it's fine.
So there's about 15 or 20 people left. And once the soldiers have left, the raiders, most of them are pretty much just slumped over looking at the mess that's around them. They are centered around one building, which has remained mostly untouched. Except for some bullet holes. The And one thing that you actually notice about that building in the center is it has a very crude depiction of an infinity symbol under what looks like, if you squint, was an MP, the Morrow Project logo insignia.
Okay.
So are you approaching from here?
Yeah. Sorry, when you said infinity symbol, my mind went to an entirely different symbol.
I don't know what you're getting at there.
The Métis flag is an infinity symbol.
Oh.
It's like, that's a really weird coincidence, and also astronomically unlikely given the region.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah. Do we have badges?
you have ID cards, and you have unit patches on your shoulders of your uniforms.
Right, okay, so we'd probably still have the ID cards on us.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I
So are you just walking up and waiting for them to speak first, or are you going to are you trying to figure out what to say?
I'm trying real hard to figure out what to say, because a lot of shit obviously just went down, and I don't think they're gonna take too kindly to me being like, hey, so you guys know stuff about the Morrow Project, right? Because the last people that said that burnt down their town.
That's a fair point.
And they're also not going to take too kindly to, hey, we're here from the Morrow Project. I see a bunch of you are dead. So, like, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, honestly.
Why don't you ask your partner there if there's anything you can help with in terms of like basic first aid?
Hell, not even just basic first aid. Just like these people seem a little fucked up.
But like, if you do that for them, then if they do realize you're from the Morrow Project, are they going to care? Because obviously you helped them, so maybe they'll be more willing to listen to you.
Well, it'd probably be good if we asked them first if we could do that, so that they're not just like, what are you people doing?
But that could be a way of breaking the ice, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and be like, greetings, I'm trying not to say civilians. You people look like you're in need of aid. May we be of assistance?
One of them walks up, and he's sort of got his arms folded in front of him, and he says, yes, we are. Are you, they're just gonna like eye you suspiciously for a bit. You're not one of the warriors of Krell.
I should note that at this point, I probably still have, like, blood in my eyes.
Yeah.
We're not with those raiders.
Say that one more time, Hobbs.
I said we're not with those raiders.
And he nods. Yes. Well, we have some wounded here, and if you wanted to help us remove these bodies, the children of Morrow, would normally offer shelter and compassion, but as you can see, we are a little tapped.
No worries, I have medical training. I can help.
Yeah.
You're an MD. Yes, absolutely, we could use your services.
Yeah, O'Malley, you give him a hand with the first aid. I'll help with the hauling.
All right. Do I have to roll to actually help with medical stuff?
You're not under pressure, so given enough time, which you have, you can just do it.
So my figuring is that we help him out for like an hour or so and try and figure out who the elder would be, the Morrowman.
God. Well, oh, sorry, he would have introduced himself as, sorry, I'm spacing because it's
It's all
getting
good,
late.
bud.
His name is Brother Ford. And in the center of them all is a man who Hops would have been the center of your attention, or Sam would have been the center of your attention. Is he's pretty heavily tatted, but it's all color imagery, and it's very similar to what was on the side of the semi truck. He
Is
does
he the
not.
medic? Oh.
No, he also what's the word I'm looking for? His tattoos are very different from the ones that you saw on the warriors that were at your bolt hole.
Okay, so the implication is that the semi is something that was stolen from them. Is that what I'm to take from this?
That's an interpretation.
Okay. How do people?
You can ask. You can ask.
How do people act around the tatted man?
They're treating his wounds to the extent that they can.
But do they look like they're deferential, fearful?
They're pretty blank right now just because of the whole situation.
I guess.
I guess
they're compassionate first and foremost. I'll say they're bedside manner. You know.
Okay.
I guess while I'm helping people with this, I'm asking like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. So, Brother Ford is going to sit by you and says, "Well, actually, no. We'll start with Branton. So, Branton is the man you're treating. He says, the warriors of Krell posed as bikers, and well, you see, bikers and the truckers, we go back way before the war. We stand by each other, you know, and bikers never turn their back on the truckers, and truckers never turn their back on the bikers. We work together, but they pretended to be the bikers, and they took my truck. I came in all the way from Warsh, and then they got here and they took it away. Then they killed my whole clan.
They're great. They're bastards.
Ford is gonna sort of add on and says, the Warriors of Krell, they're a name that we have heard from other children of Morrow, but mostly farther east, around.
What exactly are the children of Morrow?
Have you not heard of us?
We're a bit new in the area.
Just come, please, let us sit. And he's very much more enthusiastic about this than anything else. And he sits you down next to him and he says, "You see, before the war, a great man came, and he knew it was going to come, and he promised deliverance. He promised safety. He promised a better world that would come after the end."
Can I hope that either James or Sam has their radio open so that this is being broadcast to me and Jack?
Yeah, I'm hanging out nearby with my lapel mic open.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we would have asked before they went too in depth, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are his children. After the end came, after the days of darkness, we banded together and we chose to carry forward his mission to bring peace and order to a troubled world, to heal it. We are the children of Morrow, and we await his deliverance. It was foretold that that one of Morrow's missions would be here, and so we wait for them to come, healing what travelers we can, feeding the hungry. But we are ready to do his work when he comes.
Out of character, I'm just like, that's why I had the weird feeling when they're just like, you're an MD. It sounded less for like, you're a medical doctor, more some sort of mythical role thing.
Yeah, an MD, not an MD. Yeah.
If you want to ask what the MDs are, that's a whole other thing.
I mean, I think we have a pretty good
I'm curious,
interpretation.
what exactly, you called me an MD when I said I had medical training. What does that mean?
You've never met an MD before? Well, and he's like very confused by this. It's like, well, MDs are in the academies before the war, in the schools, they would teach people the ways of the human body and how to heal. And MDs are those who study that knowledge and how to heal a human.
Oh.
MDs.
So now we have, out of character, I guess, all right, I guess I have to go talk to something real quick with my friend there. And I nod my head back at James, and I guess take him aside once we've finished healthy little people, and just like, you're hearing what I'm hearing, right?
This is strange, but possibly very useful, but also, yes, profoundly strange.
I think we're part of some sort of weird prophecy, and I am not sure how to handle this.
I mean,
This was
We handle
above
this
my
by
pay
being the
grade.
saviors.
this
I've never.
This doesn't sound too far out of line from Morrow's playbook, honestly. I mean, at least it's not the glowing cats.
The glowing cats? What?
Yeah, there was the Atomic Priesthood. This was a real life plan to try and anyway.
Oh,
it's a whole thing.
We can PM you more later.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just like, I think they're talking about us.
Yeah.
Not sure how to feel about this.
Hey, you two down there. Ask them how they know when they find them.
That's actually.
I'm gonna go back. Harry, we're gonna go back to talking to them. It's just like, this all sounds very interesting. How do you know when you find these people? Why am I the one doing the talking?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, Garm, you're the contact specialist.
Yeah, this is all quite interesting. How would you know when you found these people that you're waiting for, or when they found you, as the case may be?
Brother Ford holds up his hands together, pinching his fingers together in something approaching an infinity symbol between his thumb and forefinger and middle finger.
Is he flashing a fucking gang sign at me right now?
Kind of.
I'm sitting here on my laptop looking like an idiot trying to figure out how this works.
Oh, you too, huh?
Make two O's with your hands, put them together, and kind of pinch them.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was one hand. I'm sitting here like trying to...
Yeah.
Okay.
He says they wear this symbol. They come in, and they have little, and he tries to think of the word. They have, square things made of some old world material, something that is much harder to, something is soft and flexible, but hard. Also, he's trying to describe plastic.
Yeah.
He's doing really
Alright. Alright, Brother Ford. I got something to show you, but I need you to be quiet about it, okay?
He says, yes,
I would like to pull out my ID card and show it to him.
and
Like this?
Yeah.
He says, you are one. You are from the Morrow.
Yes.
God.
Your prayers have been answered.
This is,
I'm gonna be honest.
you've-
You just
You've returned.
We
Oh.
were, awakened.
what year is it?
It has been some 150 years since the war. 150 winters.
150? I shout over the
Holy
radio.
shit!
Yeah,
Um,
I'd like to try and not be
Avion
incredibly
is-
surprised.
Silent, but like has a white knuckled grip on the gun.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. And he's gonna say, "You are." He's trying to like absorb this. He says, "I believe what they said in the old world is, you are a day short and $1 late."
This
Yeah.
implies that they don't know what a day or a dollar is.
The proper phrase is $1 short and a day late, but yes, that's very
No,
accurate.
A day late and $1 short. You got it in the wrong order, and that's hilarious because you were
I don't know that
correcting him.
phrase. I don't know that phrase in the first place. I've never heard that before in my life. I
Really?
repeat once. Yes.
Yep, found the young one.
What?
Anyway,
Put it on
anyway,
hold.
anyway.
Moving on.
There were some unexpected circumstances that caused us to be a little bit later than we expected.
He says, of course, but if you're, he's trying to process this. There isn't much time then. You need to defeat Krell. You need to follow him now.
Yeah,
What's he doing?
we're getting that impression.
He says,
I'm gonna start driving the vehicle down to pick our friends up while they're continuing the rest of this conversation.
Yeah, fair
If we
enough.
gotta
It seems like they won't
hurry
shoot
the
us
hell
at
up
this
and-
point.
That's smart.
he says, they heard a rumor of a place, the Alpha Station, that could bring all of you back. And all we know for sure of the warriors of Krell is they hate you.
I got that lovely implication when they broke into our building.
Says, well, yes, of course the Chosen of Morrow would defeat Krell, but they're very dangerous all the same.
Well, so are we, thankfully. Do they have somewhere in particular they tend to stay when not raising peaceful towns of the faithful?
I don't know. These ones came from Warsh, up north and west.
Can you spell that?
What direction did they go in?
What do you mean spell?
Oh god.
I find it hard to believe that
No.
writing and reading disappeared as skills.
It's not that disappeared as skills. It's just that literacy is very, 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 very uncommon.
Okay, but this is a priest.
There's
Yeah.
not public schools all around though.
Yeah, this is
And-
a fucking hillbilly priest. This
Yeah,
guy
this
is out
is-
in the middle of nowhere.
This is less
Yeah,
of a
but it's
priest. and-
150 years. You don't stop
Hey.
teaching literacy that quickly.
Yeah.
Like even
You-
60 years after, you'd
Mm.
still have people who grew up with modern amenities. So
In a
we're talking, like,
post-apocalyptic,
3-4 generations.
you're talking 5 or 6 of the post-apocalyptic lifespan. Combine that with Washington, with Utah, where you have to expend a lot more time and energy on food gathering. You don't have a lot of time to teach.
Yeah.
Survive first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So, how far away is
post-apocalyptic economics are real.
yeah. How far away is Warsh?
Oh, many, many months. It's a
Oh,
very long travel. Now, for the truckers with their autos, they usually come by every few weeks.
and I take it they were going in the opposite direction Warsh is right now. Now,
Well, they're going north. Warsh is you go wester from here, but they went north.
I guess we have to follow them.
As you must. Whatever they have in that truck, Branton didn't want to say what it was, but it is not good if Krell wants it.
I guess we have to go talk to Branson again and see if he knows what it was.
Yeah, that's probably. Oh boy. Alright. Well, thank you very much for your help, Brother Ford. Once we talk to Brandon, we will pursue Krell, and if all goes well, we'll be back, and you will see him no more, and we will retrieve Branton's vessel.
Brother Ford bows and says, "Yes, of course. Good fortune to you." And he sort of expectantly raises that little infinity hand symbol.
I would like to do my best to do the same thing back.
I give a thumbs up.
He sort of nods at you. I'm bad at names. He nods at you, James, and then he tries to do it. He does like another thumbs up back at Sam's, like,
Oh. Okay, I'm willing to buy that literacy just isn't a fucking thing. You're telling me that 150 years they're gonna not do the thumbs up anymore?
I feel like we are, and by we I mean Fury, is drastically overestimating the decay of culture.
This is
oh no,
you
no,
finally...
no. He's just enthusiastic. Like he wasn't expecting that to be Sam's response.
Oh, okay.
He was just confused or enthusiastic.
Yeah, he was expecting the infinity symbol to be a bigger thing.
Nope.
We thought this was the thing you people do.
No. Sam's just like, I've never heard of that in my life.
I'm rolling with it. Fuck it. Alright, let's
That's
go
why
talk.
you're the contact specialist.
That's why I'm the contact specialist.
I'm
Oh.
just the medic.
I'll do your weird hand gestures and your strange dances. Let's go talk to Branton?
Yep.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the
Say,
colorful tattoo.
How long does it take the vehicle to get down there?
The 15 minutes. So you like by the end of this conversation, the Cougars pulled up.
Oh,
after
shit.
you guys have
Yeah,
What?
we don't really have time to talk to Branton then, because that's gonna
You-
attract mucho attention.
no, you got time to talk to Branton. That's where we
Okay.
can finish. They've seen cars and vehicles before. They're just hard to come by.
Yeah, I'm sure the
Um,
super pimp shit mil-spec one isn't gonna attract any attention.
Well, like I posted in the group chat, part of the reason the Cougar was chosen is because it does look more more or less like a truck, and you can fold the Crow system back into it, so that it's not obviously a military vehicle.
More or less.
Yeah, it looks like a real big fucking truck, but it looks more like a truck than a tank.
Did you post a picture of the Cougar somewhere?
No, I didn't.
They might notice the fact that we are less that the truck and the people in the truck are less worn and stuff, and they look a lot more clean than the other people.
Except me, I look like shit, so we're good on that front. That's
Well, you also are wearing the clothing that fit.
it's an MRAP.
Yes, it's an MRAP.
Oh, I see.
Can
You're
you
right.
send me a picture?
Yeah, I'll drop one in. Yeah, I'll drop one in Roll20 here.
That, holy hell, that is a cool looking vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garm, did it end up on stream to show people?
Yeah, I'm showing it right now.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, that's a ridiculously cool vehicle. I can see how it could be like seen as a truck, kind of, sort of, but also
it looks like an armored truck. And this one, so the one you specifically have is the 4x4, the 4-wheeled version, not the 6-wheeled version.
Oh.
How do you get out of it? Those are very tiny doors. Good lord.
No, those are regular sized doors. It's a very big truck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
really puts it back into perspective, huh?
The real question is, are those tires solid? Because how the fuck you fix a flat?
I believe they're run flats.
They are, in fact, run flats. These things are notorious for, like, I have driven over 3 mines and lost the tires and still driven this thing home.
Yeah, well, that's what MRAP stands for, mine-resistant armor personnel carrier, I believe.
Mine-resistant ambush protected.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is a tough motherfucker.
I was just imagining something like what you saw at the beginning of the first Iron Man.
1 second. Here's no. It's 1 second. That's the. I gave you the whole DuckDuckGo link. But
Nice.
you can still get it.
With the revelation that those are in fact normal car-sized doors. Holy fuck!
Yeah, and I believe it has a rear access as well.
It does. The picture I just posted shows it.
Yeah.
It also has roof access.
Yeah. So there's ways basically.
But that's how we're fitting all of our gear, all of ourselves into there. And
is it marked?
It does have project markings on it, but those are covered up or can be covered up.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say they might notice that if nothing else.
Yeah, they're designed to be a little bit more subtle.
Yeah. The hot damn pimp shit idea here would be to paint the ever-loving shit out of it if we had the time, so that we could approach more incognito. But I don't really think.
Right now it's still in sand brown.
Yeah.
Well, by the time we get there, it will be coated in road dust.
We probably should at least cover the insignias from the Morrow project.
Or scratch them up.
I'll instruct the two in the truck to cover the insignia.
Yeah, you guys have cover plates for specifically for this.
Yeah, actually, they probably start on,
Okey dokey.
honestly. Let's go talk to Branton, who I keep wanting to call Brant, but that's a different guy.
Yep, me too.
Anyway, so you go to Branton. What do you say to him?
Hi, we're here to help with your Grand Theft Auto problem.
Really?
And he says, "Yeah, how can you help?"
We have a very fast car and very big guns.
Slaps Cougar. This baby can fit a whole lot of boom.
I am a whole lot of boom.
Thanks, that was my point.
Actually, yeah, these things have what, like 8 seats?
Yeah.
We could fit.
Oh shit.
It might be we could use Branton as like something to help.
Yeah.
We might want to bring Branton and the priest, because who's gonna drive the semi back?
Branton? I mean, we've got 2 two very good driving people among us already.
I know, but
Yeah, and some form
we
of
would
guide.
be better used for shooting.
I
True.
also posted a picture for scale in the group chat.
Oh ho. Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't clear, these things are very large. In fact, yes, as you can see in that picture, it has a droppable ladder. Like,
because
step
otherwise
ladder.
you're not going to get up there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The MRAP is a significantly sized vehicle.
In that you can use its tires as bullet-resistant cover.
I mean, that's technically true of most vehicles. But yes. Alright. God.
With that,
Yeah, I'm gonna regret asking this question. But I need to ask Brother Ford if he knows how to drive.
he says, "Oh, not really, no. I'm so sorry."
Oh, thank fuck. I'm not gonna say that in character, but it is, yes, a school bus designed to get in and out of hell. That is a very good description. In fact, I've seen it compared to a school bus many times. Lord, I'm glad the
Really
answer to
good
that was
description.
no. Thank you very much, Fury. As much as I want the... How old is Brother Ford?
That's a good question.
Brother Ford is probably in his late 30s.
Okay, so by post-apocalyptic standards, this is in fact an elder.
Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
So
No,
yes.
lifespan is climbing in the last generation or so because like people have gotten some survival skills back.
Yeah.
Mid to late 40s or 50 lifespan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So we're not taking an 80-year-old man and trying to get him to drive a vehicle, although that would be dope as hell. Yeah, I think the play is to offer Branton the chance to come with and assist us.
He says, "No, I'm too wounded to do this. I want my truck back, but
Alright,
I'm not sure."
Well, Branton, there is one other way that you can help us. What was
Yeah,
in
what can
that?
I do?
What was in that semi truck of yours?
Branton just kind of he sort of looks around at the people there and he says, "Oh well, I mean, I don't know. Us truckers, we don't ask. We just carry it just straight."
Oh, it had a trailer on it too. Okay. I'd been imagining just a semi this whole time.
Any guesses
it's-
as to what it
it's-
looks
no,
like?
Says Ed, just you know, just just the container, and whatever Krell wanted inside of it.
Well,
Is whatever's inside of it worth us?
I don't know. Damn it! Stop asking me all these questions.
it have a mark on the outside that said something like fragile.
Um,
Guys, let's just go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brandon, but we'll be back as soon as we can.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. All right then.
Yeah, we'll be back in a hot minute.
Says, okay, just take care. That truck, that's my life, even without my clan.
We'll get your truck back, buddy.
I'll do the infinity symbol thing before we leave.
I give a thumbs up.
Meanwhile,
he gives a real confident thumbs up.
I'm like sitting over here going, how do you put your
Oh.
fingers with the... Huh.
Alright. Hop on the cougar and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. So since we have 10 minutes left in our block, we should probably end it here.
Oh shit! Really?
But
Yeah.
it's
Damn.
yeah.
I would totally be
was-
down to continue this.
I really want to because, like, some of the choices y'all made have already given me like a lot more material to do.
This is
Or
actually kind of fun. I will be honest.
Yeah, that just blew right by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next I'll be a little more prepared for some of the finickier rules, and I want there to be next time if everyone's down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
totally.
let us know with regards to like scheduling and stuff, and we'll
Make it
figure
work.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Clearly, we should make it always Friday nights. Friday night double time.
God.
Wanderers, then Morrow.
I mean, we have honestly talked about doing that before.
Why
It's a
don't
bad
we?
idea because we
Why?
need people asleep ever.
Okay.
Um,
Just because you're like, but I mean, you're not gonna have like school the next day and people with jobs and stuff.
If we do pick up another game day, it's probably going to be Mondays, depending on scheduling.
yeah.
Okay, well, the one
Well-
with the 40-hour work week, we'd rather have it on
Well,
Fridays.
Rather than airing this all out on stream,
Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say thank you guys so much for listening and for watching and for doing all the other things, and thank you for supporting Extra Life and us on Midgardia. Y'all check out the Morrow Project and Tomorrow's End. And again, show up for Shabbat tomorrow if any of you are capable of doing so. I strongly encourage you to.
I would if I wasn't doing this.
That's fair.
I also don't know if there's a synagogue where I live.
That's also fair.
I'm sure there is because I am in one of the like 3 big cities in Nevada.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm reasonably like there's got to be one somewhere in town. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you guys so much, and and Feeny would like to reassure you all that she legally owns My Friday Nights.
Yeah, that's
And I guess all of us just sit here.
I mean,
yeah, we kind of.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys. This was the Morrow Project.
God,
This-
I'm sorry. This game made me so much more excited. Now I actually have to draw my character because you actually made me excited for this game.
Good luck.
I'm
Alright.
just like, shit, I actually like my character now. I'm just like, but now I'm just like, yes.
Don't get too attached.
I like.
Yeah.
Too late.
Oh, this is not a game where you want to be attached to your characters.
No.
Anyway,
Fuck.
Thank you for
good night, everyone.
gifting that
Night.
sub. Good night, Fury.